I just realized I just realized the title doesn't make sense anymore. I ran out of characters. Hold on. Someone's gonna be like, I guarantee you, one of the first comments is gonna be like, girl, did you have a stroke? Hi, welcome to the stream. If you're here after it's already up. Okay, I said watching these scary TikToks alone will curse on your bloodline. Maybe everybody thinks my bloodline is already cursed. Hi, Susu. Will curse your bloodline. The thing was I ran out of characters. But I wanted to, I really wanted that to be the title. I also think something is wrong with my webcam. I feel like it looks weird. I don't know if it's the colors. I don't know what it is. So let me know if it doesn't look strange to you. And I'm just like, I don't know. Hi, Amanda. Me when I curse on Bloodline. Me when I curse on Bloodline. That's my favorite thing to say. When I like lose at Overwatch to a team I like actually really liked, I'll say like, I think last night I was playing with Susie and Static and I said a curse or a plague upon your house, but I really like a curse upon your bloodline a lot. Oh, thanks, Susie. Let me pin that. Oh yeah, I still have so much to do. Oh my God. I'm literally, I forgot my own title threw me for such a loop. I didn't set up the stream. Yeah, I think I already said this, but if you're here after it's already up, I'll have some timestamps for you. We're doing Nuke's Top 5 tonight. I didn't know what I wanted to stream. I have so much to tell you about. So if you are one of those people who's like, get to the videos right now, I have terrible news for you because I have had a week. Why did that just happen? Did everybody just see that at the same time? Did I curse my bloodline? Oh my God, Haku. I think you did this. That was crazy. Anyway, Haku, you have got to relax. Hades, I swear to God, you guys, this dog could go for miles and miles and miles, and he still would be like, I need you to throw this toy right now. Because he has this weekend. This is so weird. What's funny is I was going to say, I think this is my last time using this mic arm because it has gotten a little bit loose, but that hasn't happened so far. That was really weird. It's like not tightening up. I don't know what's wrong. Okay, well, hopefully it doesn't happen again. I'm scared to move it. Happy birthday, R. Mitchell. Okay, let me go pin the rules. I actually didn't know if I was going to stream today at all, because I was going to go to the Ren Fair, and then that didn't end up working out because one of the dogs got sick, and I don't know who it is. And so Mama's anxious booty has got to stay here and watch them just in case the mic arm quit before you could fire. I haven't seen Sinners yet. I've heard it's incredible though. We are really spoiled for choice with horror movies right now. I can't get over how insane that was. When it's been falling, it's been like gradually sort of dipping. I've been noticing it, you know? That was so weird. Anyway, I hope it doesn't happen again. It really did just quit though. Audrey, also, happy you're here. Glad you made the stream. Hey, thanks for the super chat. I appreciate ya. Where the hell do I start? Okay. Oh, I have to start with pinning the rules. That's where I have to start. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. Kegels for mic stand. That's crazy. But you're not wrong, Leandra. Yeah, I want to see Sinners really badly. Everybody, I hear it's one of those movies that you really have to see in theaters. And so I really want to catch it before it leaves theaters. But this week, I'm going to see two very exciting movies. Very exciting. I am seeing Bring Her Back, which is the new A24 film by the Philippou? I don't know actually how you say their last name. by those brothers, and they also did talk to me, which was insane. And they're YouTubers, and I've known of them forever and ever and ever. I have a very weird connection with them. Because, oh, Kismet Jax, thank you so much for the 5 gifties. That's so kind of you. Thank ya. Congrats to all the new members. That's really cool. So I'm going to 2 separate screenings for that, actually. I normally do not sign myself up to like more than one of a movie. It's like, basically how it works is, in like the film, what would you call me? Press? Not really. I don't know. They'll have multiple screeners. And they'll also have like a big premiere with all the celebrities and like whatever. So usually I just go to whichever one I can, and I don't think I've double dipped ever, but I am seeing Bring Her Back twice this week, and I'm also going to the Final Destinations Bloodline premiere. I'm going to the Final Destinations Bloodline premiere. Susie, fly here right now. Fly here right now and come to the Final Destinations Bloodline premiere with me. I'm literally so freaking excited. This and then 28 years, sorry. I'm going to be a little jumpy tonight, just because, like I said, someone vomited and I don't know who it is, so I will be keeping an eye on them. They're fine now. Buy me a ticket, I'm so for real. Let me see what day it is, because, listen, I have a +1. Oh my god, Susie Getty, Sarah. Actually, I need a Susie Getty. But yeah, I'm literally so freaking excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So this week is going to be pretty full. But, so... no, it wasn't Morty, luckily. The good thing is I can, what did Nightbot just delete? See, this I don't understand. Nightbot just deleted 2 emojis for spam. I'm so sorry, Michelle A. Okay, I've got to turn off, I've got to go turn off the emote spam, for Nightbot, because it has been, I don't know why it's doing that. Chat moderation. I'm just gonna turn off excess emotes and let the mods do that manually, because right now it says limit emotes, and it's like 20 emotes is required to trigger the filter. So I don't understand why it's doing it when people literally include like just more than 1 emote. It's so weird. Okay, I'm turning that one off. Hopefully that fixes some of the problems we've been having, though, because it's been really weird about spam. I think emojis just count as spam. That's tea. That probably is what it is. Okay. So, after stream last week, as I do in pretty much 90% of my streams, ordered hibachi. I had hibachi. I think that I literally mentioned it in the stream. I don't know if I did. That was my girl dinner of the night. And if you are not familiar, oh my gosh, also, sorry, Angie, let me read this really fast before I forget, because I will forget. Hi, Loie, looking gorgeous always. My birthday was on Friday, and I went to the most fun drag show. Love you lots, honey. Hope the pets are okay. Thank you, Angie. I am so glad that you had a good birthday. Happy freaking birthday, little Taurus queen. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to hear that. I'm glad it was good. I'm glad it was good. And they are. Just somebody got sick, and it's freaking me out, so I have to keep an eye on them. So, okay. I ordered hibachi, as I do every single stream, pretty much. I not every stream, but I probably get hibachi after I stream like once a month. It is my comfort food. I get it from the same place every single time. I have for like 2 years now. And on Sunday night, I had some of it, and about 2 hours later, I was really sick. Like really, 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 really sick. and like food poisoning sick. And I thought that I had, well, okay, I heard people talk about food poisoning in the past. And I was like, yeah, I've eaten things before. And like, it hasn't like totally agreed with me. Like maybe I ate too much of something really rich, or like sometimes if I eat too much dairy, I'll, you know, it'll happen, okay? I did not know what food poisoning was until this past week. It was so bad, I ended up in the ER. Like, the symptoms were so scary. I like called my telehealth nurse through my insurance, and I said, I'm Googling and everything tells me to go to the emergency room right now. And she said, yeah, go to the emergency room right now. So I had to do that. And it was a terrible experience. But I will say that they took me back real quick. And everything was fine. The main thing was that they had to make sure it wasn't E. coli or like salmonella or something like that. They don't use ground beef. They use just like, so my hibachi, it wasn't ground beef. Well, actually, I don't know if they do in other stuff. So that could have been it. But no, I had steak and chicken in that. And since then, I've just been taking a little meat break. I think meat's gonna just be off the table. But it didn't taste weird. It didn't taste bad. It tasted exactly like it always does. And it was spooky. I literally, again, I was like, I know what food poisoning is. I felt icky from food before. I did not know what food poisoning was. That was crazy. No, I never will eat there again, Casey baby. Literally never. I had to like report them. I had to report it because that was like the only thing I had eaten that wasn't like crackers or something for, you know, at least 6 hours. So I have no idea. So since then, I've been doing a lot of ginger ale, a lot of saltines. I still do not feel 100%, and it's been like a week. If I went in for food poisoning, they would just send me home because it's just a stomachache. Yeah. Unfortunately, I can't get graphic with you guys. I love you. We're not that close. I can't tell you what's going on. I can't give you bowel movement descriptions. You know what I mean? But it was so startling. And then I was like, I couldn't keep down water. Like, it was awful. Like, awful, 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 awful. So, it was intense. Yeah, but we are pretty close because I did tell you about it. So, but I'm good. Thank God. It was just so dramatic. And literally every single day this week, I feel like I've just been slowly getting better. I can't believe how long it's taken me out for. If you're an anxious girly like me about recalls, download the food recall app. Wait, there's a food recall app? There's a food. Startling is wild. You don't understand. It was startling. It was like, I was like, oh, that's not good. So, yeah, gross and terrible and icky and like not fun. It also sucks, like, not like being sick when you're alone. You know, you're like, I just want to be a baby. I just want someone to take care of me. Like, I don't want to have to clean up my own puke off the bathroom floor. This sucks. There's a website called iwaspoisoned.org where people can report food poisoning. Oh, see, I'm starting to think maybe my ER handled this a lot better than most do because they reported the restaurant. Like, they took down the info. And then I also reported it to Postmates. Philip K, thanks for joining the Love Bug tier. I appreciate ya. Welcome, welcome. Or welcome back, it seems. Susie, you're the smartest freaking person I know, dude. I'm gonna go look at that. Food recall. Ow, Haku. I see it. Food recalls and alerts. Thank you. FDA, USDA, pet food. Actually, that makes me feel so much better because I keep seeing pet food recall stuff. Like when the bird flu first started going around, I remember, I don't feed my pets raw, but I remember there were like a lot of raw food recalls with pet food. And then the other day, who was it? I forget who it was. I literally forget who it was, but a friend of mine had posted that their cat got really sick and they were taking him to the ER and like couldn't figure out what was wrong, like, but he couldn't keep anything down. And then they looked and his food had just randomly been recalled. So, but yeah, that actually is very helpful, Susu. Thank you. First time I got sick living on my own, you can bet. I wouldn't call my mommy. I honestly called my mommy first thing in the morning. The millisecond that woman was awake, I said, do I need to go to the hospital? I can't drink water. Let me fix this light. You okay there, Miss Ann? What are you chewing on? What do you have in your mouth? Girl, you're crazy. Is that right? Yeah. I don't even know if it made a difference in the actual lighting, but... What is in your beard? Annie always has some shit in her beard. Is that what you're trying to get out? It's like a little burr. Oh no. Can I get that? Wait, how do you get burrs out of dog's fur? Come here, babe. Come here. It's so tangled. I think I'm gonna have to cut that out. Look at you. My poor girl. How'd that get in there? You always have shit in your beard. You always got shit in your beard, mama. It didn't seem tampered with, but I mean, you know, there's really no way to tell. It wasn't one of those restaurants that comes with a... I'm gonna have to cut this out of her fur really fast, but it wasn't one of those restaurants that comes with a safety seal. Anyway, Carson, please do not stay on my laptop. Hey, down. Oh, thank you. Get down. Get down. Thank you. Cece, also, sorry I missed this. So grateful for you, Loey. Welcome. Watching your videos and streams has helped my mental health so much lately. Grateful to be here for this stream for once. Well, I'm glad you're here too. Welcome in. Sorry it took a second to get to that, but I'm so happy you're here. Also, Yam, I am downloading Love in Deep Space as we speak. Any words of wisdom? I think I already know who I want to romance. Here's the incredible thing, Yam. You don't have to choose. For some reason, all 5 of these men are fine with being your boyfriend at the same time. It's like they're all in a well, they're not all in a separate universe is the thing. They're like aware of each other, but they're fine with it. So it's like, but you can have a favorite. Like my bias, my fave is Raphael. Although I'm such a Silas girl these days. Ugh, I literally looked at him and I was like, oh no, I know you're gonna ruin my life. I know I'm gonna spend so much money on you, and you best believe although I do it for Raphael too. Annie, what do you have? Okay, I'm gonna go cut this burr out of Anne's fur really fast. Hold on. Come here, girl. Oh, I literally keep hair scissors for Annie that I give her little trims with above my computer. Okay. So clean. Oh, Queen never cried. Good job. Okay, she's fine, guys. It literally just had to be a chunk of hair. She's getting groomed this week anyway. So Yeah, it's been a whole freaking week. Also, breaking in this wig, I always feel like synthetic wigs look so bad on the first wear. And it sucks because you have to break them in. It's like getting a new pair of jeans and wearing them for the first time, or like a pair of shoes, and it's like, God, this is gonna feel great. This is gonna look great on the third wear, but it takes a minute to get there. Oh, hey, Lone. Janelle, I don't know if I said this already, but thank you for joining the channel memberships. Happy to have you. Is anyone else applying to be a mod? Well, I hope you are. If you feel like you might want to be a mod, make sure to put in an application on the Discord. Oh, I do have a human hair one of this wig too, but I haven't styled it in a while. It really, I washed it once, like, not very well. It, like, needs to be re-washed. Like, I think I left a little bit of conditioner in there. Not in, like, a good way. Like, a little leave-in conditioner. I think it's too much. Anyway. Okay, let me post on my story. You sound so silly. Oh my God, excuse me. Wow, this food recalls app is going to be a real lifesaver, I have to tell you. Okay. Hades. Oh my God, no! Not the clown music! Me to Hades. It literally, that was actually very mean. I'm sorry. I'll throw your ball for that. I feel bad. It wasn't intentional. I know he doesn't know. Did I tell you guys this already? Somebody said that your pets can understand you when you tell them how long you'll be gone for, so I always tell them now. Because every time I leave the house, I say, bye, I love you, I'll see you later. As if they're people. But they understand, obviously. But now when I leave, I'm like, I will be gone for 5 hours max. Or I'll be like, it might be 3 hours, it might be 4, you know? I don't know if it's true, but it makes me feel better. I feel like they understand. They don't get as freaked out now when I leave or like when I come back. They used to be so anxious. But maybe I'm less anxious when I leave. Who knows? Maybe I put this upon them. Okay, I've got to post that I'm live. No, I don't want to make a reel. I want to make a story. Why is Instagram so annoying? Annoying, I'll say it. Okay. Tell Morty I say, well, clouds and cats. Mortman. Snortimers. Snortimer Max. He doesn't want to hang out. He will eventually. He always does. He has a treat right now, and when he gets a treat, he likes to savor it. He's very strange. He likes to savor the treat, and he likes to kind of hoard it for a while and growl at everybody. He's very weird with it. But he just, like, hides and takes, like, half an hour to eat it. So we'll probably see him in a bit. Yeah, see, my thumbnail looks so overexposed. I don't understand. Why does it look so overexposed? What? I just went to go get the link for my story, and it looks so weird. I'll fix it after the stream. Whatever. Live now. Okay. But yeah, it's been a very eventful week for your girl. How are you guys? How was your week? What did you get up to? I didn't ask that. Sorry. I've been so focused on me. Oh, okay. And then today, when I thought I was still gonna go to the frickin' Ren Fair, I'm getting ready. That's also where I'm wearing this makeup. I kind of screwed up a little bit. I do anything with my eyes other than just lashes these days so infrequently. I feel like I've gotten really out of practice. It's kind of crazy. I literally did the most simplistic. I did like a tiny bit of shadow, a tiny bit of brown eyeshadow. There's like highlighter on my lid, the tiniest amount. And then I just did a winged eyeliner and smoked it out with shadow. And I got that black eyeshadow everywhere. Literally everywhere. What's that about, you know? Oh, anyways, I'm getting ready. And I have like a tiny little mirror, like a little heart-shaped mirror. I move it towards me and I spill my entire cup of coffee. So I still have not fully cleaned that out. It like got into my drawers. I'm gonna have to go through and like actually wash, like with a damp cloth, get the coffee off of multiple lip products. Bad. Actually, it's mostly my skincare drawer. So. Are the people insulting Nightbot? He's not real, guys. And he also can't read this chat. It's not like an AI chatbot. He doesn't know what's going on. If you guys want, I can pass the information along, but I don't think he'll understand it. Thanks for 20 months. Also, Clouds and Cats. Tori, also welcome to the channel memberships. Happy to have you. If you guys get a membership tonight or anytime, don't forget to check out the members only tab. I actually uploaded the most random members only video. So when my internet was still going out and I couldn't figure out, okay, wait, I have something crazy to tell you guys, because you know the problems with the internet just randomly started the day that we had our sponsored stream for NYX Cosmetics. It was April 1st, and everybody was like, is this an April Fool's joke? You've gone live like 10 times. You can't stay live. Like, what is going on here? And I was like, no, I have no idea what's going on. I literally cried. It was so dramatic. So I go through this whole process. The people versus Nightbot. Well, see, apparently there's some people versus Nightbot, but there's also some people trying to romance Nightbot, which don't do that either. What the hell? Hi, Delulu. Thanks for saying something today. Happy to see ya. But wait, where the hell was I in this story? Okay, yes. April 1st, this stream goes wonky. I go down a long list of things. I get a brand new router, which it was time. My router was like 5 years old. AT&T didn't even want it back. They just told me to recycle it, which I'm still trying to find a place to recycle a router that isn't like in use anymore. I don't really know what to do with it. Anyways, that's just paperweight in my house right now. But I change out the router. I go down this list of like trying out different things, and eventually I realize it's my Ethernet cord. It's not a problem with AT&T. It's not a problem with the Wi-Fi box. It's my internet cord. Ethernet cord. Hey, everything's fine. Come here, Cinegems. Come here. Momo, you're being very mean to him and he can't handle it. Come here, sensitive boy. He's older than you, Moo. She doesn't know what it's like to have an older boyfriend. He can't do all the things that you can do. Come here. Come on, Sims. Come here, Sims. Oh, yes, a good boy. I got you. Okay, so what I was gonna say is that I had streamed for myself a round of Overwatch 2 to see if my internet could. After I thought I had figured out the problem, I streamed a round of Overwatch 2 for myself, and of course the stream stayed up. And so I put that live for the members because I just thought it was kind of fun. And you can see me play Overwatch. But here's where this gets juicy. That's a hair. That's a dog hair. That's definitely a hair. It's not an orb. Here's where this gets insane. I found out that there is a part of my city, of my area. It's not where I am, but it started on April 1st. There is a part of my city that does not have Wi-Fi for 2 months. There is no AT&T internet access in this area at all, in this zone, for 2 months. And the reason I know that is because every time that I would look up if there's an internet outage where I live, it would be like, no, but there's one really close. So, like, maybe. There's an area that doesn't have the internet for 2 months? I wouldn't be able to work. I wouldn't be able to do anything. And so many people work at home now, I just can't even imagine. I literally can't. The Ghost of Hades Follicles Pass is crazy. I think that song's a little overstimulating for me. Every time I get there, I'm like, all right, no. I can't do this. Anyway, I feel like I'm being gaslit, though, because now, every single day at 3 p.m. on the dot, this happens, because I usually call my mom in the early afternoon. So this is why I know it's 3 p.m. every single day, because I tell her every single day, oh my god, my Wi-Fi just went out. Every single day at 3 o'clock, my Wi-Fi goes out for 20 minutes and then comes back. And it's so weird. I feel like it has to have something to do with that. I feel like it has to have something to do with like them fixing it or something, because I think it's so strange that it started on April 1st. I still think there's something wrong with my Ethernet cord. Don't get me wrong. But the fact that the Wi-Fi keeps going out anyway for 20 minutes a day at the exact same time, it's so strange. Are you hungry, Ans? It's about that time. I think we're gonna watch a couple of videos and then I'll take a break. Anyway, lots of chatting. Oh, fair. Tori. Welcome to the channel memberships. Did I already say that? But thank you for being here. Fairy Lights, also thanks for 22 months. I'm apartment hunting at the moment. Any tips for a single girly living entirely on her own for the first time? Safety. Don't let your house look like you are a single girly. Don't let your apartment look like you are a single girly living alone in any way, shape, or form. No exterior decorations. And if there are, put a pair of like men's shoes outside or something like that. That is my #1 tip. Invest in one of those door deadbolts and stuff like that. I've never had anything happen, but I am like paranoid, and I think that that's why I've never had anything happen, because like I take every single precaution humanly possible, and you can still do that and terrible things can still happen, but I am so paranoid. So I have to say, don't let it look like you live alone. But on a fun side, on the fun side of things, a fun tip is, I think that living on your own, hi Snorty, you're right on time. I said you'd be about half an hour. And half an hour you were. Hi Snorts. But on the fun side of living alone, hi. Say hello to the people. Say hello. Hello. Hello, Mr. Morts. Oh, so Snorts. It's the Snorters. Snorty. Snorts. But on the fun side of living alone, I would say that when you live by yourself, you spend a lot of time on your own, and sometimes it can be nice just to leave that. Yep, Annie went right to his bed and stole his treat. Right to the bed and stole the treat, what was left. He decided he didn't want to eat it. I think these dog biscuits might be a little bit too tough for him. I need to get something softer for his little mouth. Yeah, I think like taking yourself on little dates, like self-care days, like go to Home Goods, go shop at the thrift store and see if you can find something just for you. Like, it doesn't have to be anything expensive. You could do like a craft or something like that, but I think it's a really special time to live alone. I think it's also very scary. I think there's a lot of downsides, but I really thought when I stopped living with Christian a few years ago, I was like, I am not gonna be able to handle this, like, at all. And I love it now. I literally, like, cannot imagine somebody in my space anymore. It's like something I bring up when I'm dating. I'm like, I don't foresee myself living with you or any human being in the foreseeable future. So yeah. But anyways, I hope that helps. I hope it wasn't like too, like, you know, yeah, I love the freedom of living alone too. I love, like, not having to answer to anybody. I love just doing whatever I want. I don't know. I love it. Yeah, I think it's a really cool time. I think it's a very special time. Morgan, also thanks for 11 months. So glad to see your face this day, Silent Self. I have been seeing so many people theorizing once again that Rep TV is about to drop, and I don't clown anymore. I'm like, I don't think she's ever letting it out. I think she's gonna keep that shit in the vault. Also, Archer, hi, hello-y. I have work early tomorrow, but I'm still watching this. Probably won't be able to sleep. I get that. My sleep schedule is messed up anyways. You're talking to the choir. You're preaching to the choir there, babe. I think I fell asleep last night at 3:30 in the morning. And that is not as bad as I have been this week. My thing is, I used to be able to go to sleep at, like, literally, like, 4 a.m. and then I would sleep until noon and everything would be fine. I would have to, like, get up and, you know, let out the dogs and do all my morning things, but I would just go right back to bed. It would be like getting up at 8, doing all the little morning things, going back to sleep, getting up for real at noon. And I can't do that anymore. If I go to sleep really late, I still wake up, like, at, like, 9 a.m. So I have to get a decent amount of sleep these days. But it's weird. I used to be, like, a very nocturnal gal. And these days, it just kind of bites me in the butt. It never used to. It's the same realization as when, like, when you get your first real hangover. I'm not talking about, like, oh, I'm hungover, this feels bad, my tummy hurts. You know how being hungover feels. Like, the first for real hangover, where it takes you out for, like, a whole day, that's awful. That's the worst. It's like, oh, there it goes. There goes my days of drinking all night. I actually, it's like no big deal. I don't really drink anyways, but I don't drink at all anymore. I had my first drink and, like, I realized it had been over a month. I hadn't had, like, a sip of anything. I had soju for my friend's birthday and I had it and I was like, I just don't really like this anymore. I don't like the way it makes me feel. And I feel like a lot of millennials and Gen Z feel like that. Like, a lot of us have just decided, like, no, actually, I'll be Cali sober, you know, or, like, whatever. Or there's, like, all these, like, replacements for alcohol, but I don't really like it anymore. If I do drink anything now, it's always wine, and that's it. I totally get that, Jesse. I think that's another thing too, is, like, one day you will live with a partner and maybe kids if that's in your future, you know, like you're saying, like, being with husband and kids, but also sometimes you miss only being responsible for yourself. Like, I think it's funny, my mom had an experience like that where, like, she only really lived on her own for a very brief period of time between her and my dad's divorce and when she met my stepdad. I think it was like a year and a half, and she always tells me that was, like, the most transformative time of her entire life. Like, it just taught her so much. Like, she just loved it so much. And she was doing that in her, you know, in, like, not middle age, actually. She was still young then. But, because that was, like, a decade ago. But, yeah. I think it's really cool. I love a drinky drink, but I don't get drunk often. I know you would, Static. And I think that you could live off of White Claw. I think you could live off of White Claw. I love a drinky drink, but I don't get drunk very often. I like a fat tipsy every so often, but I haven't drunk in years. I was pretty at Static's birthday party last year. I was gone. That was fun though. I didn't feel like I was because we were having so much fun. God, that was also in the height of everything going on with my endo, we think, you know. I guess I haven't really updated you guys on that either. I've been doing pretty well since I was put on a continuous birth control, but I'm spotting literally all the time. Like, it's so weird, but I'm not getting my actual period, so I'm not in pain like I was, which I'm kind of like, okay, I know it's only been a month. And the doctor did tell me, because I called them, I was like, is this normal? And she was like, yeah, it takes a while. Girl, you were gone. Crossfaded queen. I was gone. I look back at those photos and I'm like, yeah, I was pretty gone. Well, Ashley, that's why gardening is why I don't drink anymore. It took me a while after moving to California to even get into it. Like, growing up was not a gardener. I was a very good kid. I didn't do jack until I was 18. And even then, didn't do anything. So, I was just so scared of consequences. I don't know. But, yeah, I really started to like it. And then about a year ago, I started dealing with chronic pain. And so, I started using it for pain management, which I'm very grateful for it. I don't know how I would have gotten through the last year without it, I'll be so honest. And now I've cut back on that a lot. Like, I love it. But I envy the people who can just garden throughout their days. I really do. I envy them because when I do it, I can be creative. I can like do it and then sit down and write for hours and hours and hours, but I can't like work. And then my brain's a little foggy for the rest of the day. And it's just, you know, but Loie, I'm curious, what was the last concert you went to? It was J-Hope. It was J-Hope. Ah! It was so fun. I wanted to see Beyonce while she was here. But I don't think I'm going to, unfortunately. Her show looks insane, though. Like, absolutely insane. And I didn't catch the last tour, and this one just looks so good. I feel like that tour is just like the tour that everyone's talking about right now. During Sabrina's tour, it was Sabrina's tour, and during Taylor's tour, it was the Eras tour, you know? So gardening is safer than drinking with my medication. Well, the other reason I had to stop gardening is with my birth control, you can't smoke. So now I just do like little edibles and stuff, and they're pretty good. It's fine. I think like the reason I've even cut back so much is because dosing is hard for me. So, oh, Cora, I don't know if it's coming to my area. I was looking into it because I was like, I do want to go see this, you know, movie, but I don't know if it's coming to my area. Lucifer's Tale making an appearance. I like the idea that Lucifer is like his government name. Lucifer. That's funny. He met somebody on a walk the other day, and they always ask what his name is, and I can always tell when it's this sweet little old couple, and they say, oh, he's so nice, and it's always the husband. The husband is always the one who's like, he is so cool. Like, guys just think that Hades is the coolest dog, and he is. He's not allowed to be around kids because he's too excitable. I wouldn't trust him not to like knock someone over, but he can say hi to people. And every single time, I know when I say Hades, they're gonna be like, oh. Sometimes I tell him that his name is Baby. I won't lie. I've said it a few times. I've said it a few times. I've said I've been in situations where I'm like, I don't really want to tell you his name is Hades. Not that I think that that's weird in any way, obviously. But, wow, I'm so behind on super chats and stuff. Sorry. Oh. Why did that just freeze? Snorters, you're so quiet. I forgot you were there. Okay. Something is going on with my stupid, silly little streaming thing. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull this back up. That's like my brother's cat. Her name's just Kitty. But when we take her to the vet, we say her name is Kiki. Although I don't think Kitty is a weird name for a cat. I literally was just so self-conscious that when we took her to the vet for the first time, I was like, Kiki, and then she has the same record, so. Let me see. I think I said thank you to Stella, but thank you, Stella, for joining the channel memberships. Paigey, thanks for 22 months, my love. BList93, hello, happy birthday. Thank you for 15 months, but happy birthday. Snorty just gave you big ol' yawn. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want to be down? Okay, sorry. Sorry. Sometimes he's totally fine with, like, being shown off, and then other times he's like, whoa. Whoa. My god, excuse me. Shadowflower, thanks for 22 months. So happy to hear about your new job. Yay! Well, not happy because, like, you know, you shouldn't have to work. Like, you should just get paid to exist, but whatever. I'm excited for you, though. Hopefully you had a good weekend. Tatiana, also thanks for 11 months. Happy you made it to Alive as well. And thank you, Katie. Thanks for 18 months. It's really similar to, Katie said that she loves my wig. It's really similar to this human hair one that I was wearing at the end of last year, early beginning of this year, pretty much constantly. I actually put it on because I was getting ready for the Ren Fair today. Oh my god, wait, you guys. I got the Vids Start from Lord of the Rings. I texted it to Susie the minute I put it on. I love it. What was I just talking about? Oh yeah, that's why I wore this hair today. It's a synthetic though. It needs to be broken in. She's driving me a little nuts right now. Although everybody's been saying it looks pretty shiny, not like synthetic wig shiny, you know? You know? One of the craziest moments of my life, one of the most humbling experiences I've ever had, I'll never forget it, was last year. And I know we don't talk about locations, but I was in Tokyo, okay? Only I'm allowed to say it. Don't you share your location. As stated previously, I'm incredibly worried about your internet safety, which is why that rule is in place. But while I was there, I was out with my friend. It was the middle of the night. And we're standing outside of a 7-Eleven, drinking our little beers or whatever, like our lemon sours, which is what I was drinking there. And this guy like walked up and just started talking to us, and he was very nice, and he was like with a couple of other people who spoke English, which I think a lot of like foreigners kind of seek each other out in those sorts of situations so that, you know, you can have conversations and be sociable. Like, I can speak Japanese, but like not fluently. Like I can get myself around, but I can't talk to you. You know, I can't have a conversation with you that's not incredibly boring. So this guy walks up, and at the time my friend Grace was wearing like this cute little wig, and he said, "Oh my god, I love your wig." And she, because it was like her first time ever wearing it, was like, "Oh my god, you knew it was a wig." Like, was very taken aback, and he's like, "Oh my god, no," but like in a way where it looks so cute. We're talking about hair and whatever, and he's complimenting my hair, and I'm wearing basically this wig but human hair. And I said, "Oh my gosh, like, actually, I can't believe you didn't clock mine. Like, I'm just like, I feel like I did not lay this well." And he said, "Oh no, I did." And I went, he said, "Girl, I did. I just didn't want to tell you." I was like, oh my god. And it was that kind of brutal honesty that only a gay man could give me in the middle of the night when he's so drunk off his ass. It made me laugh so hard. I was like beside myself. I was Like, oh my god. Anyways, honestly, wearing a wig in Japan and Korea, though, that was really hard. I don't think I'm gonna do it again. I think I'll just rock my natural hair on my next trip because it's so humid. I cannot get the glue, or like I'm sweating so much I can't get it to stay. How can they tell? Because like, see, you guys maybe can. Maybe you can. I don't think I want to know. If you can, keep it to yourself. But when you wear a wig, and when you wear like a lace front wig, if you don't have one with bangs, there's always going to be this little strip of lace. What I do, maybe I should do like a wig tutorial or something at some point, but I do my wig cap. I put on my wig like a hat. I always have like one of those band grips underneath. And then I do a single piece of tape right in the front, because I take them off every single night. And I just do a little bit of wig tape, and I only put it on my skin, and I can just take it right off at the end of the day. But it holds as long as I usually need it to. However, there's always going to be a little, there's always going to be a little strip. And I think that's fine. I think it's, like, what if it's just like diva behavior when your lace lifts up a tiny bit on your wig? So what if you know that my 30-inch wig is not growing out of my scalp? My camera unfocused on me. Hello? Okay, there we go. If your lace lips a little, it does not matter. Well, well, sometimes I've had a couple experiences where I was like, ooh, that's tough. But again, I think it's diva behavior. I think it's diva behavior. Who cares? I don't care if it's halfway up my head. And I wouldn't care if it's halfway off of her head or their head either. I'm still gonna think, wow, I love that 30-inch hair that's clearly growing out of their scalp. Rainbow, I will say wigs with bangs is the biggest life hack. It's crazy how much wigs are a part of my life and I never talk about it. I just always have like a new one. I always have like something going on. Okay, I've got to get through these super chats and we've got to start. But Samuel, also, my sister, we were talking about endo earlier. My sister had that and it only stopped after she had a child. That's crazy, because it can really affect whether or not you can have children biologically. Huh. That's interesting. I've done a lot of lifestyle changes, like a lot. Like I pretty much did a 180 overnight change when I had my last doctor's visit, and have been focusing a lot more on kind of just avoiding the bad things, not even doing anything that different, just avoiding the bad things. And I have noticed such an improvement between that and the birth control. So I really hope it doesn't come back to bite me anytime soon, but I also feel like it can't be normal that I really hope the spotting stops. You guys just know everything at this point, I fear. We're talking about my lace lifting. I talked to you earlier about my food poisoning, bowel movements. I'm talking to you about my period all the time. Like, I really do just kind of tell you guys everything at this point. Every single week, I'm like, I have like a list on my phone of like stuff I need to tell you about. Which I do for my best friends also, by the way. I literally have lists in my phone, like things I need to tell like Eleanor, like the next time that I'm on FaceTime or something. Anyway, Leo, thanks for 25 months. I'm sorry this took me a while. Sunday Slay, I love you in this community. Love you so much. Thanks for being here. Make thanks for 17 months, leaving the music fest. Oh no, on the side of the road right now with flat tire. Make no. Is like AAA coming? Like, what's going on? Are you okay? Was the music festival fun? I hope you're good. Also, Rob, thanks for 21 months. This always feels like hanging out with friends. I mean, for me too, so I'm glad it does. Oh my god, excuse me. I keep like inhaling mort hair because it's shedding season. Everybody's getting a nice old de-shedding bath. Morty and I had a kind of tough day because he ran out of his heart medication in the fluid form, and I didn't realize he was so low on it because this week has been so weird. I've been so discombobulated. So I had to give him pills for the first time because I have a backup stash of those, and they're much easier to get than his fluid because it has to be like sent out to a compound pharmacy and whatever. And he just cannot take a pill, man. That man cannot take a pill. Save his life. It is always just pulling teeth with him. Thank you, Pilfered Potatoes. I have to do pretty much everything to rule out everything else before they will even consider the surgery for me, because, and I really don't know why. I really actually don't know why, but because I'm so certain, and I have gotten everything checked, and like endometriosis is the thing that consistently comes up, is like it's invisible on every single CAT scan. Your blood work can determine it. It is literally like you don't know until you're in there. And I have every symptom, and it's an invisible illness, and like I'm in pain all the time. Luckily I haven't been in the last month, but which is the longest I've gone pain-free, mind you. So I do feel very grateful for that. But yeah, I hope they'll take me seriously too. I kind of thought too, like switching gynecologists and having a lady, I was like, she'll take me seriously from the jump. And I do like her, but she said, you're gonna have to rule out everything. So, and I don't blame them, but it does suck. The amount of ultrasounds I had, yeah. The amount of ultrasounds on every single part of my body. The amount of, and I mean, it's misogyny, girl. You know, and it is. And it is. And it is. Yeah, the ultrasounds really suck. I mean, they have done everything on me. Everything. I've gotten copious amounts of blood work, x-rays, CAT scans, freaking like ultrasounds galore on every single organ in my body multiple times over the past year. The amount of medical bills that I have paid should never have been paid. Like it is ridiculous. And it just comes up with nothing every single time. Like I've always said this ever since I got sick. I just feel so bad for people with chronic illnesses and chronic pain like this, because obviously, like I did before, but now living with it for the past year, living with like fully invisible pain that like nobody understands how bad it is. Nobody understands how bad it is. It really made me like, oh wow, like when you are not in pain, when you are not someone who experiences this, like you are so lucky. You are so lucky. So okay, sorry, I'm gonna get through these. I swear to God, I can't stay on track tonight. I'm just a yapper. Archer, also my cousin's cat is named Hades as well. His for his pattern in a way that makes him look like he's got a mustache. My cat's name is Willow. Those are cute names. Also, Cass, I really hope you're still here, or maybe you hear this on the VOD, but can't stay because I have to work early. Wanted to share my love. Have a wonderful night. Love you so much, Cass. Get some sleep. I love you. I love you. Thank you for popping in. Katie, also, because unfocused camera makes me think ghosts. I don't know if you know what a nail buffer is, but mine turned, yeah, like a nail buffer, like a nail buffer. But mine turned itself on high when I was across the room the other day. Oh, like I have one of those, like the drills. I'm not allowed to use it because I don't know how. Hi, Snorts. You tell him. I can't give you the mic because it might fall. But tell him. That's right. Speak your truth. That's spooky though. The salon ghost indeed. Also, Rosie, I'm glad you're here. Thank you for the 5 gifties. I love you so much. Leo, also, when I do drag to keep my wig on with sweat from drag dance, involves literally vinyl tape on your face, Jail. You can definitely 100% clock it. You know what? But that's an art. And that's diva behavior. Even if I clocked it, I would be like, wow. That, looks incredible. I think that Doechii has really normalized face tape, which I know is not the same thing, but ever since she started very openly wearing her face tape and not trying to hide it in any way, shape, or form, I've been like, you know what? Yeah. Hell yeah. I've never tried it, though. Annabella also, sorry to keep on the subject, don't worry. I'm glad that you finally got your PCOS diagnosis last year. I want to thank this community and a doctor for validating me. I'm really glad. You know, that has been a really strange side effect of these streams, has been talking a lot about PCOS and endometriosis, because it's been such a big part of my life in the last year. And it's been a very inadvertent, weird thing that not has become part of my content, but has become something that I talk to you specifically about, like this community, you know, this sector of people who watch the streams. And like, yeah, it makes me really happy that you got the diagnosis. I hope you're not experiencing any pain. But that makes me really happy that you got that and that a doctor took you seriously, because that can be rare. Kat has questions also, sending big love to all the baddies carrying uteruses around, especially those with an atypical journey. Fertility and sexual healthcare for AFAB is BS. Completely agree. Completely agree. If you have a uterus, nobody cares. No one gives a shit. I'm convinced that if men went through half the pain that comes along with, like, or just people who don't have that, you know, reproductive organ, but specifically men, specifically the straight men who never, ever, ever have to think about shit like this. I guarantee you, if they were in pain, like we are in pain, oh, they would have figured out how to solve this crap decades ago. But they don't. Yay! Oh my god, the lashes just stuck. I also wore different lashes today. Do we like them? I feel like the mic is kind of weird, like a little in my face, but I don't want to move it because the mic arm's done. Straight men I abhorred. Precisely. Oh my god. Straight cis men I abhorred. No, they really would. They would actually die in one period. They would literally die in one period. Legitimately. Group hysterectomy at Claire's next week. See y'all there. Yeah, everybody just come to Claire's and we'll see if they can just rip our uteri. That's definitely not the word. Our uterus is out. Lizzie, also thanks for 25 months. Ended my Sunday with a stream and games. Well, let's get to these videos because I have been rambling for a while. It's always so nice to chat with you guys, and there really wasn't anyone in chat tonight telling me to get to it, but for every single person who ever says that, there are so many more people, even on the VODs, who are like, this is why I watch the streams. I like our hangout time. When's the next gaming stream? Shit, I don't know. When should we do it? I did a horror gaming stream the other night, but it wasn't like, oh my god, Nuke, please. We're doing Nuke's top 5 tonight. I don't think I said that. Okay, let me look in my hard drive. Sortimer, you're very handsome. BF said that he's dealt with more pain than me because he's a vet who got hurt badly, but then I reminded him that he recovered and I won't. And he stopped comparing after that. Like, everybody goes through their own stuff, and most people do have like something that they may deal with. I heard somebody say the other day, somebody put it really, 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 really eloquently, and I could not tell you who it was, and this is not an exact quote, but they said, everybody who is able-bodied one day will not be. One day won't be. One day, every single one of us, if we live a long life, God willing, will end up at some point in time in a disabled body. And it really makes you stop to think. Like, okay, wow, I really do have a lot more privilege than I think when I'm not in pain all the time. Or, you know, obviously that's not the only thing that comes along with a disability, but you know what I mean. Also, Archer, as an AMA person, I'm so glad I turned out to be a gay non-binary person because I don't want to associate myself with straight men, and hell yeah. Hell yeah. Kat, also, thanks for 6 months. Dude, if we didn't talk, I may be chronically online, but the fertility and repro stuff has been so cathartic. Honestly, for me, too. Like, so much. Oh, is there a new DBD event? Maybe we need to do DBD events. We need to do DBD. Well, tonight, we're going to watch Nuke's Top 5. And I really... Man, my recommended tab is literally just Doug. It's crazy. Oh my god, Nuke, please. My recommended tab is just Doug, Moist Critical, and then copyright free tavern music. But the way that I came across this... Okay, I think I've got everything in place. Which one should we start with? I literally was just looking for something to watch tonight and saw 2 different Nuke's Top 5s that are pretty old that I've never seen before. Like, this one is 11 months ago. The other one is literally 2 years ago. We're still pretty new to Nuke's Top 5. He only really made it in the rotation of, like, scary compilation channels that we watch in the past, like, few months. So there's a lot of stuff from him we haven't watched, and these thumbnails looked really good, and I don't think we've seen most of these videos. So... let's see how that sounded.
The newest addition to my collection. Just bought it from the antique store.
Fantastic.
Doll collector Linda Deary from Murfreesboro, Tennessee was browsing Facebook Marketplace one day when she saw an ad placed by a woman who was giving away 4 antique dolls for free.
How's that? Quieter?
Linda drove to the woman's house and picked up...
Is that good, like, compared to my voice? Time to go nonverbal and play World of Warcraft while Loey speaks into my ears. You want ASMR static? ASMR Haunted Doll Edition. Oh, great, a doll. Yeah, we're really getting started. Sounds good to me. Let's see. I just watched Queso react to this video. Queso. I love that man. I love Queso so bad. Actually, the only reason that Queso is not in my YouTube recommended is because I pretty much exclusively watch highlight videos of his on like TikTok and his streams. But it's a little loud. I'll turn it down a teensy bit more then. I'll turn it down just a wee bit more. What are you doing, Snorts? What is it? He's so crazy, you guys. I really need to get a dog cam, I fear. Drew's watched a TikTok with a single second of ASMR chewing, and I had a visceral reaction. Every time that Grace and I have a sleepover, we always watch Wood Soup ASMR. I love Wood Soup ASMR. Anyways, I'm going to keep rambling. Today we are watching Nuke's Top 5. We have 2 different videos. They're both a little bit older, and I don't recognize most of these videos, but I think in total we're watching 20 scary videos to creep us out tonight. And Annie is not happy, okay? She's not happy about it. She's not happy for it. Oh, my girl. All right, let me put this full screen. There's like a hair in my throat. Soap cutting does crazy. God, I love Wood Soup. I love Wood Soup. For the people who do the timestamps for the VODs, they're like, what are you talking about, Wood Soup? Anyways.
The newest addition to my collection. Just bought it from the antique store.
Doll collector Linda Deary from Murfreesboro, Tennessee was browsing Facebook Marketplace one day when she saw an ad placed by a woman who was giving away 4 antique dolls for free. Linda drove to the woman's house and picked up the dolls. When she got back home, she posed the dolls on her bed and began taking pictures. But then something very odd happened. The dolls seemed to move right before her eyes. Linda grabbed her phone and started filming.
Now, one of these is not like the other. Okay, the doll is definitely moving. But where did the Chucky doll come from? Oh.
Soon after this, Linda and her partner began to experience strange and unexplained activity. Personal items around their house would go missing, and objects seemed to move on their own or get knocked off shelves. One day, Linda gets a bad haircut from a local hairdresser, so she decides to make a video showing off her terrible new hairdo. But what happens next
God, no,
is
Queen.
truly bizarre.
Queen, never cry.
Hi. A lot of people wanted to see what my hair looks like. So I wanted to see the sides. Like my bangs, I've had to like fix my bangs myself. But this is what it looks like if I don't straighten pieces of it. And like, it's just a whole mess. Dang it. That scared me. Okay. God, what the f was that? Did you see that? Like, it ran, oh no. Absolutely not. No.
At first, Linda believes that all the frightening activity in her house is likely caused by the playful ghost of a little girl who might be attached to her new dolls. She even finds the whole idea kind of funny and jokes about it online. One day, Linda sets up a silly video for her social media where she puts a Chucky doll inside a cupboard, waiting for it to fall out. But this is when things start to take a terrifying turn.
First off, for free? For free, Queen? Wait, what was I literally about to just say? Morty, you're so cute. It's crazy because a boy dog can either be Hades or it can be Morty. And Hades is like, please play with me 24 hours of the day, 7 days a week. Take me on mile-long walks and runs every single hour. I don't care. I need more. And then Morty just stares at me and he's like he's so freaking cute. Anyways, I was gonna say, with her hair, we've all been there. We've all been there. Like, you know, some of us more recently than others. Actually, I've had pretty good haircuts for the last few years. I've been sticking with the same person for a long time, though. Addie, also happy 28 months. I'm so happy to hear that. Oh my god, the baby's already on baby food? That's crazy. No way. You just gave birth like 10 seconds ago. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's so crazy that, like, literally Addie's been a member for 28 months. It's so crazy to watch you guys, like, go through life stuff. You know? It's seeing the passage of time. Anyways. Thank you, Addie. I love you. Thank you for the update. Kat, also thanks for 20 months. Been ages since I caught a stream, but we're so back. Oh, is the audio good here? The only reason I ask again is because the level looks so low on my streaming software, but I will trust you guys if you're like, well, now I'm not going to show you the video at all if you're going to complain about it. Be nice. Be normal. We were talking. Go watch it yourself. Okay, it's good. Slay. All right.
This is when things start to take a terrifying turn.
Because it's about to be a mess. Let's see. It was Chucky.
Okay.
What the
What? Oh, the hair is moving.
Okay, I didn't plan this one. Chucky was just supposed to pop out, but his hair is moving. Holy shit.
Could it be an air duct on that one? Maybe?
Okay, I really do. Oh no, move that. Oh my god.
I was laughing at Static's channel, going to a reaction channel to complain about reactions, bozo. And that made me giggle. So I didn't see it move.
Okay, I really do. Oh, no. Move. That. Oh, my God. Okay. Okay, joke's over. Joke's
The whole
over.
head.
The video goes very wrong as the doll's hair
Whoa.
begins to move for no reason. And then Chucky's head seems to suddenly spin around all on its own. And things just get even weirder from here. One night, Linda and her partner are asleep in bed when they are woken up by the sound of loud banging from their front room.
Now,
The
why did
bangs
you
are
do
so
that?
loud and intense that the couple believes that someone is trying to break into their house. They immediately call the police. So, officers arrive on scene and review footage recorded by the couple's front door Ring camera.
This is our house.
You know, let's look at it before bed. Yeah, dude. Something's in our f***ing window right now, bro.
Stop being hyper, please. It's scaring me.
Ready?
Oh, no.
Something's in our f***ing window.
Whoa, it moved so fast.
As the motion-triggered video starts, it looks like someone or something has pulled the couple's front curtain open. But even creepier, whoever this person is, they appear to be inside the house. Then whoever it is seems to slam the curtain closed again.
Yeah.
Linda swears
Oh,
that she and her
no.
partner stayed inside the bedroom and didn't move until police arrived. The officers checked the house inside and out, but there was no one else there. So now, Linda has had enough of the creepy dolls. Recently, she attempted to get rid of the dolls at a yard sale. But in a darkly funny twist, Linda says that someone actually stole 3 of the 4 dolls from her yard sale.
To the thief that stole these dolls out of the yard sale at 3 o'clock this morning.
Oh my God. I just remembered her. This video I have seen from her. I have seen this video. I didn't see any of that other context around it. Whoa.
You're going to regret it. They're haunted. Had you waited till sunlight, you would have seen the sign that was under them that said, "Haunted dolls. If you have children, please don't buy."
So, good luck to whoever took those dolls, because it seems like they're gonna need it. Hello?
Whoa. I know I've entered my skeptic era, but some of these, it's like that composite doll, when it moves, I don't know how you could fake that. Because it moves to this side, like we saw that kind of area, and I don't think anyone could have been hiding over there. There was like a wall, there's a door. You know? Why are you being crazy tonight? This man is a nut. Did I already tell you guys this? We started going on runs a few times a week. I got back into running. I'm really enjoying it. But he has been loving it. You know who's been loving it more than him, though, is Anne. Morty can't do it with his heart condition. He can't get his heart rate up that high. He starts, like, you know, having trouble. But anyways, back to this. This is a weird one. I feel like obviously you guys have watched me become a lot more skeptical. And I think that this is something that normally I would be like, okay, that's like way too much. Because it is way too much. But also like, why do I kind of get the feeling that it's real? I don't know. Frazzled Virgo just said, I have to admit, Loey's skeptic era bums me out. And like, I'm sorry for that. I wish that I could fake it. I wish that I could sit here and not feel like, okay, I do have things to say now about, I have watched enough of these videos to where it feels like, you okay, bud? To where it feels like I do point out fakes because we've watched hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of video. But for me, it also just feels like, okay, like at what point do I have to start saying something? So I'm sorry to hear that it bums you out. I certainly don't want that. But I just said, you know, I think this one is real. So hopefully that makes you feel better. You saw me trying to debunk the hair and then the damn thing rotated its head. I mean, same. Like, I appreciate the skepticism because I feel like that means we're going to get spookier content. I feel like that's been the large response too. I think most people have kind of liked it. And obviously I knew some people wouldn't, but I'm not gonna bullshit you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna sit here after like seeing hundreds and hundreds of these videos. I do feel like I have a decent eye for like when something is very obviously fake. Now, people like Hannah the Horrible, she is like debunking everything, okay? And I think she does a fantastic job. And sometimes she debunks things in a way where I was like, oh, I didn't think about that. I totally thought that one was paranormal. But anyway. Oh, T. Okay. Sorry, Frazzled Virgo. I was like, man, I don't want to disappoint anybody. Okay, T. Everybody who's walking, Frazzled Virgo is being silly. Sorry. I took it too seriously.
Because it seems like they're gonna need it. Hello, doggy. Reddit user Love is Evil from Pigeon Forge, Tennessee is driving to work at around 6 in the morning. He receives a text message from his frantic wife, who asks him to check their surveillance camera footage on his phone. When he watches the video back, it chills him to his core.
Oh, doggy heard that. Big barks. Bark, 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 bark. Bark, 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 bark. Oh no. Don't like the doggies freaked out.
An unexplained spooky little voice can be heard whispering, "Hello," and the family dog just goes nuts.
I didn't really hear it. Well, okay, if we're not thinking about it as hello, because now, of course, I do hear hello. I need to, like, look away and not look at the word hello, because that wasn't what I was hearing at all. It sounds like a mechanical thing to me. Am I crazy? I think that the dog reacting does immediately make me think, like, I hear more of a scream or more like a no. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was a scream too, but then the more I listen to it, the more it sounds almost mechanical or something. But I don't know if that whine at the end is whatever this thing was, or if it was the dog.
The Reddit user says that other than his wife and dog, no one else was home at the time of the recording. He says that they have never experienced anything like this, and they don't know what to make of the creepy little voice. So did the couple's dog get scared by a paranormal entity? Or just what is that creepy little voice? Old school.
I think I can hear the hello when he plays it with the word hello over it, but that's not my immediate thought. It sounds like somebody screaming outside, kind of. I'm kind of with the people who say it sounds like someone screaming outside. If that's my final verdict, that's what I'm going to say it is. But that doesn't make it any, like, less creepy. The dog clearly knew something was going on. That one was weird. Oh, this one we have seen before, but I thought it might be kind of fun to revisit it. I think this is our only repeat.
Harry.
Oh, sorry. Let me see. Where was this?
Like this, and they don't know what to make of the creepy little voice. So did the couple's dog get
Thank you for the super chat, Panic. I appreciate that.
Scared by a paranormal entity? Or just what is that creepy little voice? Old school. Cathedral High School in Los Angeles, California was built over what was once a cemetery.
No locations,
The school
Nuke.
even honors its dark history by featuring real pieces of old recovered headstones on its walls inside the school.
What do you guys think
late one
about
Friday
that?
night,
Also, because when we initially watched this, I was like, why are there pieces of the headstone inside of the school? That's crazy. But then, like, some people were saying, you know, it's a way to remember the people who were buried here. But I'm simultaneously like, why are you building a school on top of a graveyard? You know what I mean? Like, what's going going on here? Because this video is strange. That's kind of why I was okay with revisiting it and not skipping it, because I want to see if I feel differently about it now that I've gotten a lot more skeptical. But yeah.
Janitor is working the night shift at Cathedral High School when something happens that makes his blood run cold.
All right, I usually don't record while I'm on the job, but this is freaking me out. It's sort of unreal. I'm here at work. I'm here in the janitor's closet. Yeah, let me just show you guys.
Did Poltergeist teach us nothing? You guys have the funniest commentary, I swear to God. It's cracking me up. Panic also, sorry. Hi, Loie. I've been watching you for a while, but I never managed to catch a live. Just wanted to say how much I enjoy your brightens up my day. Well, thank you for being here. I'm glad that you made it to the stream. Welcome, welcome. I hope you enjoy the spookies.
All right.
Guys, there's really not enough room up here, and that's my laptop.
Just to, I don't know, let you guys know this school was built on a cemetery.
Yeah, don't
I
know
don't
why.
know if that helps my situation or not, but previous janitors that have worked here have tried to tell everyone that, you know, every night something happens, some spooky, I don't know, paranormal or whatever you want to call it, but yeah, I didn't really believe him until tonight. I was in here cleaning up after some students had thrown a party, but what's been freaking me out is this one right here. No matter where I'm at in the classroom or what I decide to do, it just follows me. And do your thing, you stupid balloon. I got you on camera now, so let's just see? That right there.
The fact that it's happening, Momo, come on, honey, come on. I may have to get the cats down. Come on. This Mumu wants to unplug something every single stream. It's absolutely crazy. Chat, stop trying to jump on Louie's desk. Yeah, there's no room, guys. There's no room up here. Except for hot toe. What was I literally about to just say? It's actually gone. Oh yeah, he's like antagonizing it. He's brave. I don't know if he's surviving the horror movie, but he's brave. And of course it's the red balloon. A la It, you know? That's crazy.
See, no.
That is so crazy.
It just follows me no matter what.
Thank you, girl.
Ooh.
Wait, what happened?
No,
I was trying to get Mumu out from behind my laptop or my computer.
Ooh.
Oh!
No, I can't.
I forgot that.
The janitor is completely alone when a red balloon inside one of the classrooms seems to start moving on its own and follows him out into the hallway. Suddenly, he spots a dark shadow quickly darting past a window on the other end of the school. Now, previous janitors at the school claim to have witnessed multiple incidents of paranormal activity. So when the custodian captures this spooky evidence, he shows it to the building's security guard.
Okay.
You see how
it's falling out the classroom too?
Look at the back though. Look at the class with the white.
What the
I'm not crazy. You saw that, right?
The shadow, I assume.
Nah, man.
How long you been working security here, man? How long you been working security?
I've been here a few months, but bro, I ain't never seen nothing like that.
As you can see, even the security guard is a bit freaked. So did the janitor have an encounter with the spirits who are buried in the ground below the school? Let me know what you think. We need scary videos. So if you see a scary
Also, I don't know if there was just like an ad when I said that we had watched this, but I said that we had already seen this at the beginning of this clip. And I said that this was the only repeat. So I don't know why so many people are like, we've seen this, Loey, we watched this one. I know we have. I thought it, you know, it's the only repeat. This video is a year old. So, I will say that when I initially watched this, I was kind of like, okay, yes, I thought it was creepy. But even back when I watched it, probably almost a year ago, I was like, you know, it's a balloon. But watching it back now, the way that it moves is crazy. And then the shadow at the end of the hallway is so quick. I had completely forgotten about that. Like, I completely forgotten about that. The shadow.
No, I can't.
The janitor is completely alone when a red balloon inside one of the classrooms.
The only way it could be faked, right? Because it can't follow that pattern normally. The only way it could be faked would be an invisible string. Is that correct?
It just follows me no matter
You'd be
what.
able to see it. You'd be able to see the way, like something invisible, like a fishing line would pull out.
No, I can't.
The janitor is completely alone when a red balloon inside one of the classrooms seems to start moving on its own.
It
and
literally
follows
moves as if somebody is standing next to it holding it. I actually stand by this one being paranormal, which is kind of cool, actually. I sort of thought we'd watch it and... Oh, don't worry, Archer. I think... I feel like an ad must have played or something because you were not the only person who said it. Don't worry at all. You guys are good. I think that's the only repeat. But yeah, I actually still kind of think this one is paranormal. Also, Susie, my little researcher, said, I Googled it and it was not on top of a cemetery per se. There was one once, but they moved all of the remains to new locations. They just left some stones behind and used them to be decor, to be edgelords, I think. Or I guess. That's literally weirder. I think that's honestly stranger. Because if all of the remains were moved elsewhere, if everything was exhumed and moved, I kind of think the headstones are stranger. I understand, like, the thought behind it and to be respectful and to honor what was there before, but it, for some reason, something about it doesn't sit right with me. I think it's strange. But yeah, I think an ad or something played because it feels like everybody missed that. And I'm not in charge of the ads on stream. So, Super Sam, also, thank you for 23 months. You rock. I love you.
him out into the hallway.
I think it's paranormal.
Suddenly, he spots a
is
dark
kinda cool.
shadow. We need scary videos.
We
so if you see a
need
scary
scary
video that you think would be
videos.
great on the top 5, email us at nukestop5@gmail.com. Watcher at the window. A man is up late one night when he hears strange sounds coming from his home office. He grabs his phone, and what he records is truly shocking.
Oh no. This doesn't bode well. Now... what in the sweet hell? Thank you, Hades. Oh, wow. Oh my god!
Now, the guy was freaked out as whatever is outside the window seems to disappear when the lights are turned on. But look closer.
Oh my god!
Just outside the window, we can see that there is still a strange pair of glowing eyes staring back at the man inside. Now, online viewers said that this video could easily...
Between Hades squeaking at full volume and Mort snorts, we have a little bit of... we have a decent amount of comedic relief here.
...be explained as a person or an animal standing just outside the window. So, to prove them wrong, the man films the office window again.
Okay, yeah, what's out here? Show us. Oh!
Turns out the office is actually 2 stories up, with no way for anything to climb up or sit outside the window. So who or what is this? You decide. The crossing.
The way he moved was a bit too calm for me. You know, if he saw that with his own eyeballs, I feel like that could not have possibly been the reaction to just kind of like turn away. You know, when it's like 2 stories up. I think this one might be edited. Somebody said, I'm sorry, I already lost your comment, but Hades is so silly tonight. I'm so baked. I thought Hades was a part of the video. A couple of people said that, so I think everybody I thought the ghost was making the squeaking noise. Wait, stop. No, it was Hades' dragon toy. He loves this thing. He has like 4 of them. I had to buy some tougher dog toys after Annie had her little stint with swallowing a piece of Hades' toys because he loves soft toys, but he tears them apart so easily. Anyways, he loves that dragon. No, the video was very silent, so I apologize that you guys thought that was just the ambiance. I think it's got to be edited. It can't be a cat. I saw a couple people saying that. It's too high up. It's also too large. I think it looks like a person. I'm going to say edited, but again, somebody said Hannah debunked it. So
This. You decide.
That's so funny that you guys thought it was in the video.
Somewhere in the Middle East, a guy is riding his motorcycle down a lonely mountain road in the middle of nowhere. He encounters something that he just can't explain.
Everybody in this video has a dog. Okay. This is giving like... Oh my god. This is giving like analog horror, low-key. I'm kind of freaked out. What are we gonna get, like a Bigfoot?
Thing seems to walk across the road right in front of him. Now, that's not so weird.
Yeah.
But whatever this is, it seems to be walking on 2 legs, and then it seems to raise itself up and jumps right over the roadside guardrail. The motorcycle rider is shocked. He rechecks his video footage when he gets home, but he has no idea what he encountered on that isolated mountain road.
Oh.
Disturbing.
Actually, that does make it stranger because, like, if they're going over this, you know, this guardrail and it's just a drop off, I kind of think it's too blurry to, like, not immediately think it's an animal. What the hell? What the helly? I don't know. That one is weird because it is on 2 legs. That is what it looks like. And it does look like it kind of like straightens up and then goes over the guardrail. But if that's a person, which was my initial thought, this is clearly in the middle of nowhere. It's also snowing. Like, they didn't look like they were wearing any kind of protective gear or anything like that. I don't know. That one's weird. Bro's getting aggressive with the squeaking. He's just getting it all out. He's just he really wants to prevent you guys from getting too scared. Cheesecake Panda also, thanks for 51 months. Worked on Isabel BG3 all day and I'm EP. Wait, I need to see your Isabel cosplay. I need to follow you because I have got to see that cosplay, actually. I love my moon lesbians. Thank you, Hades.
Encountered on that isolated mountain
that's
road.
Weird.
Disturbing results. YouTuber Tyler Blanchard is very much a skeptic when it comes to ghosts and the paranormal.
Ooh.
Tyler believes that the reason ghost hunters usually find so-called paranormal evidence at haunted places is simply coincidence, coupled with the fact that they expect to experience paranormal activity.
Are ghosts real or just scared people imagining things?
So, Tyler cooks up a very interesting experiment. He invites his friends to go on a ghost hunt. However, he splits them into 2 groups.
Okay.
One group, including Tyler, goes to a house that many paranormal investigators claim to be extremely haunted, the Brackenford Manor in Lake Arrowhead, California.
Okay.
But the second group, they are just sent to a randomly chosen Airbnb.
This house has never had a reported death in it. No guests have ever recorded any paranormal activity. It's just a normal house.
Now, this house is not haunted in any way. However, the second group is told a fake ghost story about how this typical random Airbnb house is extremely haunted and was the site of some grisly and terrible events, none of which is true.
So in the 70s, there was a family that lived in this house. A burglar basically broke in and the family, and it's rumored that they still are here.
Oh man, not this ghost stuff, man.
That is actually a very cool idea. I really like this, and tell me why I think they're gonna have an experience in the Airbnb.
So, the experiment begins, and the ghost hunt starts at the real haunted house, the Brackenfern Manor. Now, Tyler isn't expecting anything to happen or to find any kind of paranormal activity. So when he and his group start investigating,
Dear God, I like touched her butt and she got jump scared, sorry.
the Brackenfern Manor. Now, Tyler isn't expecting anything to happen or to find any kind of paranormal activity. So when he and his group start investigating, they're mostly cracking jokes and playing pranks.
He's asleep. Tyler, I know you guys are hiding somewhere.
He's talking to himself to try to keep himself from getting really scared.
Funny prank. Let's end it now, am I right?
That's actually very funny. Oh my God.
I heard a noise over here.
I love that fart jokes are literally just a universal funny thing.
Boy, for the love of God. I'm not alive. For a good bit I was scared.
But things are about to get a bit more serious and a bit spookier.
Okay.
The guys head to the house's cellar and use a twist flashlight and an ultrasound motion sensor music box that plays a tune whenever it detects movement.
Now it's calibrated. Everything that happens from this point is something going in front of it.
If you're here, can you make the music box start? Okay, that's fine. Ring the music box if it's okay if we can sit down.
Thank you. Let's sit down right now. Let's go.
That is phenomenal.
Honestly, this seemed so unexplainable, but not as unexplainable as the not haunted house.
Is anybody here with us?
All right, literally nothing was happening there. This is weird. If you are here, would you mind turning on one of the flashlights? Or the motion sensor, whichever you prefer.
Whoa.
You prefer the motion sensor? Oh, both, I guess.
Candlelight, that's crazy.
Yeah, that just doesn't happen unless there's something fun. Wow. And even after repositioning, it still went off. Well, thank you very much for having us. We're gonna go upstairs to this beautiful home. Please stay here. It's been awesome hanging out with you. But we're gonna pack up our things and go. Thank you for this experience. I wonder if the equipment is also going on and off at the other house, or if it's just going off here. Because if it's just going off here, that is pretty sus.
Real, right? Like, that's crazy. I mean, that box hasn't worked at all, ever. No. Until we get here.
We calibrated it 3 times and then it worked every time.
There's some presence moving in front of that machine.
Now, Tyler gave both groups the exact same type of flashlight and motion-activated music box, but only the ones at the haunted Brackenfern Manor are activating. The instruments at the haunted house actually seem to respond to their questions, while over at the Airbnb, the same instruments don't do anything. And the night just gets weirder.
Oh
no! Past this door right here, and there's something closed in there. Which one? Let's put the box in there. This one.
What? Oh. Wait, that could have been something, right? That could have been the air.
This poor guy, this poor man is like, please let this be explainable. Wow, this is actually crazy.
Okay. Yep. Bingo, baby. It's in the corner.
I'm not doing this anymore.
Alright, well, that's kind of all I needed.
A window in one of the rooms moves by itself, and the music box activates as if someone is moving by that window. So, in a final attempt to disprove the creepy results from the music box, they try one more test.
We're up doing some late night research.
Leave it silent for exactly 10 seconds.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Alright, done with the Morse. Thanks for the answer.
Holy shit. Oh, wow.
This is crazy.
It's a beautiful moment, bro. I believe in ghosts. That is beautiful.
They test the music box, they recalibrate it over and over, and they even change its location. But it still activates again and again, almost as if something in the house is eager to communicate with them. What makes it even creepier is that the group in the fake haunted Airbnb gets no response all night, and they don't really experience anything unexplainable. So did Tyler's attempt to prove that ghosts don't exist actually prove that they do?
Yes.
Well, you decide. You can watch this full scary experiment over on the YouTube channel, Tyler Blanchard.
Wow.
Fairy or flying nightmare?
Okay, I have never heard of Tyler's channel before, but clearly this is not his content. Faking ghost videos is not what he does. It more so seems like he does like experiences, like every video is like he's trying out something different. So it seems like this one was exactly as Nuke said, like trying to disprove ghosts or prove them. That was crazy. That was crazy. And I really think actually was totally paranormal. That, like, devices, one device malfunctioning, one device going off, that's one thing. But, like, he has, like, the music box going off on one side and, like, the flashlight on the other. 100% paranormal proof. I actually fully believe that one is paranormal. That is crazy. Wow. This is why I love watching these compilation channels, though, because, you know, you guys, I focus so heavily on, like, spooky TikToks that are currently trending, and that's kind of been my, like, niche for a long time. Not even that it's, like, a niche, but you know what I mean? Like, so it's kind of cool to branch out and hear about other paranormal stuff and ghost videos and channels. Oh, we have a new toy. New toy unlocked. Yeah, it's cool to, like, find stuff we may not have normally. Big shout out to my best friend for getting this for Hades when I said I wanted indestructible toys, because it actually is so indestructible. Huh. I may need to watch the whole video. Yeah, Susie. I'm like, do I just need to react to the whole thing? Maybe. That's so cool.
Fairy or flying nightmare? It's early in the morning, right before sunrise, when Lisa Nathan from Essex, England, opens the back door to let out the family dog. But something happens that sends Lisa running right back inside.
Oh, puppy. Look at the puppy. Look at the little baby puppy. What? Diva. Diva, what is that?
A weird pale something can be seen flying around Lisa before she freaks out and slaps it away.
Whoa!
After reviewing the footage, Lisa believes she might have caught evidence of a fairy. Now, I'm certainly not saying that whatever this is a fairy, but it definitely looks very odd, and no one seems to really know what this thing is.
She was a fairy.
So if you have any idea on what this weird little flying thing is, let me know down in the comments.
The only thing I can think of, and it does sort of look like that, is at the end is like a moth with a gigantic spider web attached to it. That is literally all I can think of is, yeah, like a moth, some type of flying bug with something attached to it at the bottom that makes it look like it has a body. Like a vertical body. Like, it kind of looks like that at the end, right? If you sort of look right there, it kind of looks like a spider web or something like that. There's like holes in it. Or it could be the camera. I don't know. It does look like that toy from the meme with the fireplace. Oh my god, it literally does. That's what I thought about too. One of those wind up what are those wind up? I don't know what they're called actually, but you know what I'm talking about because you just said it. I think that one's a bug. I don't think that's anything. But I literally, the other day, actually, I did think I saw a fairy in my backyard. And I believe in that kind of stuff too. I fully had a fairy ring in the front yard of my house for a while and like told my gardeners, I was like, do not touch this. And they did. Nothing ever happened to me. But I was like giving them like milk and honey and stuff, you know? I fully believe in pretty much everything. So I do think they're real, but like the other day I was like, I was a little baked and I was like, is that a fairy? And I was literally just a gigantic mosquito. And you know why I know? Because I saw another one and I was like, oh.
So if you have any idea on what this weird little flying thing is, let me know down in the comments.
Weird bug, strange
the
bug.
Woman in white. It's 3 o'clock at night when truck driver Kim McGill is headed down the interstate in Markham, Illinois, when something happens that is any driver's worst nightmare.
Oh, we have seen this one too.
Did you see it? A woman wearing a long white dress can be seen crossing the highway dangerously close to the cars and trucks zooming right by her, almost as if she just doesn't care.
I thought it was really, really weird. It creeped me out. I had goosebumps for like an hour straight on my arms. It was really creepy. It was scary.
Now, whatever this mysterious highway figure is, it has Ken seriously freaked out. And the next day, the story gets much, much darker. Because you see, the next night at the exact same spot, around the exact same time, a vehicle swerves and has a tragic accident on the interstate, ending 2 lives.
Oh my God.
But again, we're still keeping a close eye on this crash on I-57. What's the latest?
Oh my God.
Indeed.
I knew that happened, and I knew that somebody said it was because of the woman in the white dress, or like whoever I watched talk about this blamed it on the woman in the white dress. Sorry, Hades is squeaking so loud. I'm gonna feed them after this video so he'll chill. I didn't realize it was like a fatal accident. That's awful.
Unfortunately, I have sad news to report about this crash here, Laura. Sorry to change gears on such a beautiful and pleasant morning here. It's anything but on the lanes down there. This terrible, violent crash happened before 2 a.m. this morning. State police now reporting 2 people have passed in this incident here on northbound I-57 near 147, just outside of Posen and Dixmoor.
The drivers and passengers in the crash claimed that they saw a mysterious woman in a white dress walking on the road. They say they swerved to miss her, and that caused the accident.
I had another driver reach out to me after I posted it on Facebook that he was going through there about 20 minutes before I did with another driver right behind him, and they seen the same thing as I did. Today, at the same time as we went through there was a car accident, multiple cars. 2 people ended up dying, 2 people went to the hospital. Well, the 2 people that went to the hospital gave a statement that they seen a white figure in the road, and that's why the one car swerved into the other car.
Weirdly, despite these eyewitness reports, cameras posted along the highway show no one walking in the road at that time. So did King capture an entity on his dash cam that caused a terrible car accident? You decide.
Man, that number one, just, oh my God, such an absolute tragedy. For a minute there, I wondered if the woman in white portion of this was just added to the story, but it seems like no. You know, there's a real tragedy linked to this, and I don't think the woman was not there. I just don't think she was a ghost. I think, unfortunately, that was somebody in the middle of the highway who maybe does that routinely. You know, I obviously believe in paranormal stuff. I've said other things are paranormal in this video. This is a terrible, scary thing, no matter what. Especially as like a truck driver. Like, can you even imagine? Like, if she had been slightly over, it may have happened to him too. But I do, unfortunately, think it's a real person, and I really hope she's okay. I'm so sad to hear about everybody involved in this accident, but I understand, and the guy who saw it thinks it's paranormal. So, or maybe not even thinks it's paranormal, but just is, talking about it, and kind of it seems like that's the leading theory. But Hades, you are being nuts right now. But yeah, I think that was a real person, unfortunately.
Just a terrible car accident? You decide. Abandoned?
Thank you.
Over 13 years ago, YouTube urban explorers Smash TV Canada set out one night to explore the abandoned old McCormick factory in London, Ontario, Canada. Now, the group is aware that the property is often inspected by security. So when they hear strange sounds from somewhere in the building, they immediately suspect that it could be security, and they turn off their flashlights to avoid getting caught. But what happens next is downright chilling.
Oh, the good old days of urban exploring.
Somebody's here. Somebody is here. Who's there? Hello? Hello?
Is that their light? Oh, there is someone.
Hello? Hello? Who's there? Anybody there?
Did you see it? Someone or something can be seen walking into a room at the end of the hall, but the group doesn't see anything. After hearing bizarre noises throughout the building, the group eventually leaves to go home. They post their video to YouTube, and many of their viewers immediately point out the eerie figure hiding in the darkness. But Jason and Chris say that they have no idea who or what this could be, and they say that the room to the left that the person can be seen walking into was just a dead end.
Oh.
So, who or what is this?
I say this a lot of the times whenever we watch like abandoned building videos, that the likelihood that this is a real person is much higher. I also think that a lot of the times now you see people faking this kind of content, but 13 years ago, maybe not as popular. You are absolutely insane. The life of an animal mother is having Haku here. Put your big fat head in frame. Yes, Haku, Morty in my lap, and then Hades being batshit beside me. Annie is also laying down here. But yeah, I think that the likelihood that this is a real person is obviously much higher than a ghost. And like, even in the last clip that we just talked about, I saw some comments after of people saying like, okay, she kind of fades at the end. Like in this clip, I could see someone saying it's like a solid black shadow. It's low quality cameras. They're so far away. The light isn't on them. It does look like a shadow person. I do think that, but I think that the likelihood that that is a real person hiding from them when they turn their lights back on is much higher than not.
Who or what is this?
Anyway, yay. Thanks, Nuke. That was pretty good. I like that. We do have this one, but I'm going to take a little break, you guys, and then go feed the animals, and hopefully they all chill out after that, because everyone's a little crazy tonight. Everyone's a little crazy and a little silly. Huh. Oh, but I really liked that one. I didn't go over the ones that I thought were paranormal, really. I feel like I started doing that at the end of every video, but I feel like I made it pretty obvious. So yeah, we have been live for about 2 hours now. That's actually, I said, okay, bye. We've been live for about 2 hours now. Is that something on my laptop or something? Okay, that is something on my laptop. I keep calling my monitor a laptop. That's weird. Usually I take a break by now. So I'm going to go do that. I'm going to go feed the guppies. and the Kit Kats, and usually that takes about 10 minutes, sometimes closer to 15 if we're honest, but every time I'm like, oh, it won't be that long, it always is. That's literally just how long it takes to get everyone fed, and then go outside and all that, you know, and then I have to go potty too. Anyways, okay, here's your tavern music. BRB. Don't panic. Thank you, Hades. You're such a good support player, Susu, but I will say, like, you as a tank, I'm having so much fun because you're a you have a brain cell. And so playing support when you play tank. Okay, wait, hold on. VOD watchers may have just taken a little 15 or whatever minute nap and come back to hear me randomly talking about Overwatch. One of my favorite things that we do in the streams is my random 15-minute breaks when, like, I have to do the full routine. You know, the dogs have to go potty, everything. And I'll talk to you guys in chat. It's so fun because I feel like I'm one of you. I feel like we're in like a chat room. It's literally so entertaining for me. But we were talking about Overwatch 2, which is like, I've never really played a game like Overwatch. I've always felt like I don't like shooter games. I've never really liked them. I certainly consider myself a gamer. I've been a gamer pretty much my whole life, but I just don't like games like Overwatch. And I don't remember, did I start playing it again because of you guys, Susie and Drew? Were you the ones who, I started playing it with other people like a few years back, stopped playing it when they stopped playing it, you know what I mean? It was just like the game of the moment. I think I played it, I think I downloaded it to play with you guys. I think so. And then I just fell in love with it. And then I realized I was kind of good at it. That's been very weird for me, is being like, I still have a lot to learn and I definitely make a lot of mistakes and you cannot catch me in a comp lobby, but I'm not bad. And that's kind of weird because I never thought I'd be good at games like that. Diva going in alone, Diva down. That was really funny. That's right. Well, because for a while, you guys, I played Fortnite with you a few times, and I still would. Anytime you guys want to play Fortnite, I'll play with you. But I like Overwatch so much better. Overwatch high-key pisses me off. I mean, literally same, and I've spent hundreds of hours playing it. I literally was like, I wanted to do a TikTok rating all the current skins in the lobby. Me becoming an Overwatch content creator. I'm just gonna start throwing Overwatch stuff on the second channel. Why not? Oh my god. Squeen Tangerine, you couldn't pay me enough to play League. League couldn't play. League could come to me and say, we would like to sponsor a video for you, Loey Lane, but you would have to play League of Legends, obviously. And I would say, I actually don't care what you're offering me. I don't want to play League of Legends in any way, shape, or form. I mean, that's true. I have just heard the most asinine things about League. I have just heard it is the most toxic, horrible player base, which makes me feel bad for all the people who are, like, really good. Yeah, Ricky, exactly. I mean, I'm not going to boast my stats, but Ricky said so many matches you get 10,000 plus heals. Exactly. Precisely. Amanda, wait, you guys are hyping me up. My friends are saying that I'm good at Overwatch. Oh, I love you, Serenity. I hope tonight gets a little easier for you. Okay, oh, it was I was literally like, what just made that sound? I'm a little jumpy. And you know what video has gotten me that way? Was actually the paranormal one where the guys went into the haunted house to disprove ghosts. Literally after that video, I was looking over my shoulder because I don't know if you guys would have noticed, but I thought I saw somebody standing back there. And I'm a little like, nobody's here. And Paul is not running amok currently. Oh, 1 second, you guys. I just realized I think my audio was on from this stream and I need to text my friend to come over tomorrow. Oh my god. because I was supposed to go to the Ren Fair with her today and then didn't because somebody got sick. Although everybody just ate supper and everyone seems fine, so I think we're golden. But Iris, happy 13 months. I saw that before I left, and I think I responded to you in my head, but happy you're here for the stream. Sorry, I literally left the second you got here. Ilya also, happy birthday! Happy birthday to Ilya. Thanks for popping in for the stream. Don't worry, we still have a whole other video to watch. So, we'll have fun. Which I have to, obviously. It's your birthday. Ugh, I just want to play Overwatch. I want to play it so bad. I want to play Overwatch so bad. No, I have to do my job. I must do my job. Which my job is spooky little clown girl. I miss Overwatch loot box gambling. Literally, Daisy, I will open every single loot box and have a terrible loot box every single time. I will be like, wow, I got literally nothing. Not even any skins. Just terrible icons and voice lines I'll never use and whatever. And every time I run out of loot boxes, I'm like, if they sold these on the store, I fear I would buy them. I'm actually very thankful they don't. Anyway. Okay, the next video is going to be another one from Nuke. Tonight is Nuke night, but this one is almost 3 years old, actually. So I'm very curious what his content used to be like. Like, is it very similar? I did not know what was going on in this video, but I saw this, and I kind of skimmed through and it looked really creepy, so let me turn this down a little bit. Captions are not on yet. Let's check the audio and we'll see. That's a little loud.
Reaching out.
Yeah.
This next video was sent to me by Nuke's top viewer Philip Whitaker from Burnley, England.
The toes?
In his email, Philip says that he has had several strange experiences around his home,
okay?
but has never caught...
That good? Eating a saltine with you at ASMR. God, I love saltines. I had to get them. I got these in like those little oyster crackers. There's nothing oystery about them. They're just called oyster crackers. I assume because of the shape. You know the tiny ones that you put in soup? Until Dawn was really interesting, Iris. I think it's a great movie. I don't know why Until Dawn had to be attached to it. I think if you take the Until Dawn component out of it and you can view it as an entirely separate thing, and Hollywood's attempt at incorporating a popular IP into something that has nothing to do with it, while it also being a very good movie by a director who clearly was trying to incorporate elements of the game. Like, there are a couple of cool things with the set design and a couple of like interesting Easter eggs, but if you're looking at Until Dawn as an adaptation, I actually have so much to say about it. I should just do a movie review. It's a great movie. I cannot emphasize that enough. It is a fantastic movie. I think it's very cabin in the woodsy. It's funny. It knows what it is. I think towards the end of the film, and it's interesting, I've heard some people say this as well, there's like a turning point. I don't want to give spoilers, but there's a turning point where I think there was almost this panic of like, we have incorporated zero Until Dawn until this point. It feels like the second half of the movie script was written by totally separate people. It's very strange. So, but it's still good. I think if I was going to give it a numerical rating as just a standalone film, not wrapped into Until Dawn in any way, because I think that's unfair to it at this point. It just has nothing to do with Until Dawn. I give it like a 7.5. Which I think is what I rated it coming out of the film too. But it's a good movie with the wrong name. It's a good film that has nothing to do with Until Dawn. And I think I should just do a movie review. You know what? Screw it. I'm just going to do a review. Anyways, We are watching Nuke's Top 5 Top 10 Scary Ghost Videos to Creep You Out. This is one of Nuke's older videos, so we're going down the nostalgic lane.
Reaching out. This next video was sent to me by Nuke's Top viewer Philip Whitaker from Burnley, England. In his email, Philip says that he has had several strange experiences around his home, but has never caught anything on camera. Until now. One night, his fiancée is sitting quietly in the living room when this happens.
What? The shadow? Wait.
The faint humming of a woman can be heard as a pale translucent mist seems to fly directly over Philip's girlfriend, sending her running from the room in panic.
You know what? I completely thought that was like incense smoke or something. That's what it looks like. But I hear that. I also thought the TV was playing or something, but yeah, no, there's like a sound.
Philip and his fiancée have no idea what they captured on their security camera. But what do you think this is? Caught live on camera.
I think it's interesting. There's not a lot of story to it. She just randomly hears this sound and there's this white smoke. So if there was no TV playing and there's no like incense or like, I don't know, like I kind of hear it. I don't know. That one is really, really creepy. You guys know I've been stamping my paranormal versus not on every single. Who goes there? Who goes there is Amanda's tagline on Discord. And every single time I see it, I laugh so hard. And the crazy thing is, that video was why that stream got copyright struck. That specific video, like the person who had taken it, like gave the rights to one of these really predatory copyright companies who don't care if something is fair use or not. They will just try to get money from you. And this one in particular has been like targeting me essentially. I've had other issues with them, but yeah, I hate it because that clip is so funny and I can't post it anywhere because I know that company is going to come knock down my door. But who goes there? I think it was literally taken out of that stream because of that. Anyway, that's such a funny video. Sorry, I just saw I got a super chat. Amanda, also milestone time. Thanks for 24 months, bestie. Also, Sarah Jane, Thursday is the 3-month adoption day for my pet rats. Best 3 months ever. Their names are Dorothy and Margarita. Oh my god, please give them little head pets from me. I love them. Also, Lee's Coffee Shop. Hi, I'm so glad I actually caught your stream for the first time. I woke up from work and I'm here like, girl, how are you still streaming? Usually I go for like 3 hours. That's usually our sweet spot. So we're coming up on it, but we'll probably be live a little longer than that. Thanks for popping in though.
But what do you think this is? Caught live on camera. Live streamer Kayoya's Twitch and YouTube channels are focused on gameplay and Pokemon. None of his videos or live streams have any connection with the paranormal, which makes this next clip very strange. During one of Kayoya's live streams on Twitch, he is playing a game and talking to his audience when he hears something behind him.
He's not coming, guys. Brock's not coming. Oh no!
We're watching a stream of a stream, guys. This is crazy.
What? Oh my goodness.
What's that music? I guess Nuke put it in.
Alright. How many people we got? Hello?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The background chatter noise of whatever this game is mixed with Nuke's scary music is cracking me up. Okay, so nothing there.
My little hand vacuum fell over for some reason. Whatever.
Kayoya explains that his handheld vacuum has mysteriously just fallen to the floor.
Crazy.
But did you see it? The live streamer is completely unaware, but a dark, shadow-like figure seems to peek into frame right behind him. Kayoya has no idea who or what this is. In a follow-up video, he explains exactly where it happened.
Okay, so right over here is where he was caught. Here's the little hand vacuum that kind of just went like that. Probably a little softer, but that's roughly what it seemed to be. It was right here on the floor, so that's nice. Also, here's the stairs going up, and here I'll go up them just so that you all know what it sounds like.
Okay, yeah. So he would have heard that if somebody was like going up and down the stairs.
I am being as soft as I can, and it still makes this much noise. So, like, don't even try, bro. Trust me.
So even if this was just a real person, then who was it? And how did they not make a sound on the creaky staircase? Kayoya believes that he might have captured a paranormal event live on camera. But as always, I leave it up to you to decide.
I think it's something. I think it's something. Now, I really hope it's not a real person, but they look really solid, right? You can see like detail, or maybe I'm making up detail because of like the grain in the footage.
To you to decide.
That's definitely a person. That's not like us seeing noise in the camera. I don't know what I think that is. I hope it's paranormal. I really, 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 really hope it's paranormal. I really do. Because that is creepy.
Child's Play.
Oh my god, what do you guys think about that one actually? I'm so curious. I think I can see its hand. You can see it turn around. That's a lean. Like, it's so... oh. What's going on? What am I looking at here? Leaning paranormal. I kind of am too for some reason, which is weird because at the end of the last video that we watched, there was that shadow in the abandoned building, and I was like, when you're in an abandoned building, it's most likely a person. But I think the reason I feel like that is like, okay, this is your home. Would you not notice if somebody's there? But then we see all these videos of people who have froggers in their house. Oh, I actually have a video. I don't think it's going to come out tomorrow. I really wanted it to come out this weekend, but it's so much longer than I thought it would be. And I just haven't been able to edit the whole thing yet. I have another like 10 scary TikTok stories video. And there is a crazy Frogger story with a photo of the person. And it is one of the most terrifying things ever. The woman literally, maybe you guys have seen this TikTok, it's been going really viral. But this woman literally she heard scratching sounds and something in her attic. And she and her husband were like, oh my God, there's like a family of raccoons up there. And it would happen sometimes, and then it wouldn't happen other times. And then he's out of town. The sounds are crazy. Her landlord won't come fix it. Like, you know, everybody's brushing her off. She's home alone. She pulls down the access stairs to the attic. She goes up. She's too scared. She's too scared to go all the way up. She's also alone. It's dangerous. What if the raccoons jump her? Pulls out her phone and just boop. And it's a photo of a man in her attic. And it is genuinely, I'm going to make you wait for the video because it is one of the most terrifying images I've ever seen in my life. Susie. Anyways, let's see what this one is. But yeah, I kind of lean paranormal too. I don't know why, but I do.
Child's Play. Marijke de Wit from the Netherlands posts on TikTok that she is worried about her youngest son. 2-year-old Mateo is playing in his room upstairs when Marijke hears the boy yelling. She hurries upstairs to check on him, but everything seems fine. But when she looks at her security footage to see what the problem was, she is shocked.
I was laughing at the beginning of the clip, by the way, because I thought the child was an entity. Oh. I mean, he's just playing with the chair. Eventually it's gonna... Or is somebody turning off and on the lights? What is going on? Nope. 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 I don't think he was
Mateo appears
pushed.
to be looking at and even arguing with someone or something that...
I don't think he was pushed. I'm not going to watch that again. But this is just a kid playing with a chair and the chair fell over. If he's arguing with something, it's his imaginary friend in the corner. That is not paranormal. Unless there's like some kind of crazy... Wait, the light was off and on? Wait, okay, the light turning off and on actually does make this a lot weirder. Because it does look like he's pushed. But I said this in the last stream we did, where it looked like a kid had like a muscle spasm or something. And a mom posted it saying it was like paranormal evidence. And I said how I really don't like when there's kids in these videos. But I don't know. Actually, knowing, I was going to totally pass off the pushing, but why did the light turn off and on? The chair, no way. Absolutely not. He's sitting there playing with a chair balance on its legs. That is not paranormal. I don't understand why you don't see the orb. Is it by the chair? I don't believe in orbs anymore. I won't lie to you. I actually fully discredit orbs pretty much all of the time now. And I do that because I started streaming and you guys would point out orbs in every single stream. And no matter how many times I say, guys, I am surrounded by a million animals. Like, it's hair, I promise you. There's still people who will say, no, it was an orb. No, it was paranormal. And I think like seeing in real time how quickly I film myself, and I film and take photos of myself way more than most people do, obviously, because it's my job. But I never look at orbs as paranormal. So I didn't see it, but I wouldn't take it too seriously. The light is weird.
Or something that we can't see. Then the 2-year-old seems to be pushed backwards onto the floor. Now, Marika says that Mateo is fine and was completely unharmed.
He does look so shocked.
This is where the story takes a very strange turn. You see, Marika says that she was originally pregnant with triplets, but sadly, the other 2 fetuses failed to develop, leaving only little Mateo. Marika believes that Mateo might be visited by the spirits of his unborn siblings. But what do you think happened to little Mateo? Let me know. Before we move on to the next video,
I don't think he's being pushed. I don't think he's being pushed. However, you guys know my number one caveat is when it comes to loved ones thinking that they're getting a sign from their passed on loved ones, I will never ever discredit that or try to debunk it. So that does change things for me. I think that you have a sense, and I also think just as a respect, I'm not gonna, sit here and say a video is staged if that's what you believe. And if that's her feeling, then she's probably right. I don't think the chair portion of it, at the very least, I think that the chair might have just been him like slipping a little bit. The rest of it, I can totally see. But I also don't really think he was pushed. But again, she thinks it's paranormal,
If you see anything that you think should be included in the top 5, contact us at nukestop5@gmail.com. Sticks and stones. Belgian urban explorer Jens from the YouTube channel Simtex travels to a small town in Germany to explore a 120-year-old abandoned sanatorium. The sanatorium was built in 1905 to treat patients suffering from severe and life-threatening lung disease. The clinic eventually closed its doors in 1992, but the structure was left to rot and decay for almost 30 years. Jens is joined by his friends as they attempt to do a paranormal investigation inside the sanatorium. The mansion-like structure is a bit remote, hidden away and surrounded by woods. So when the explorers begin to hear strange, unexplained noises coming from outside, they're understandably a little freaked out.
Ze kloppen. Ja, zijn meerdere mensen. Kom, er zijn er nog mensen. Ja.
I feel like this one's gonna be real people. I have a lot of people in the Hades. We can't play anymore, buddy. You just ate. I see some people in the chat saying like, if I was a ghost sibling, I'd totally push my sibling, and actually that does make sense, and maybe that's why she thought it. I just didn't want to think like a ghost would hurt the kid. You know, I don't think our loved ones try to hurt us, but that does make sense.
Ah, wacht. Hier is iemand. Wacht. Kan politie zijn, kan politie.
Het was wel duidelijk dat er mensen waren, meerdere mensen zelf. Ik persoonlijk had maar 1 persoon gezien, maar als ik de videobeelden achteraf traag bekijk, zie ik zelf meerdere mensen. Hier zie je duidelijk 4 personen staan, waaronder 3 met zaklamp. Het moment dat ik naar buiten keek, deden er 2 personen hun zaklamp uit.
Ja.
Dat is dus al iets wat niet klopt. Mensen die hun niet herkenbaar willen maken, dat klopt gewoon niet. En dat wisten wij. Die angst dat we hadden, was niet normaal.
Er is hier iemand. Nee, ik heb echt iets duidelijk gezien. Het was een zaklamp en ik heb een P gezien.
The Simtex team see the glare of multiple flashlights nearby and fear that there might be dangerous people lurking just outside. Then they hear something downright chilling.
I really have a feeling this is real people.
I need
to go outside. Is there a
Hallo?
Guten Tag.
Ja, als het feit dat ze niet antwoorden is raar.
That is weird.
Het moment toen we riepen, hallo, guten dag, niemand antwoordde. Waarom zou je niet antwoorden? Dat is het bewijs dat het slechte intenties had.
Ja, die is ons bang aan het maken. Die is ons maar buiten aan het lokken. Die probeert het te laten. Nee, deze is niet juist, man.
The Urbex group is shocked as it sounds like the people outside are hacking and stomping away at the very building itself. The entire foundation seems to shake and rubble starts to fall from the ceiling above them. What happens next is absolutely terrifying.
I'm about to get jump scared. I can feel it in my bones. I've been watching these videos for long.
Snel. Kom hier, Via. Kim?
Did you leave your homies?
Alles oké?
Whoa, this is like Blair Witch.
Ça va, Kim? Ça va, Kim? Alles oké?
One of the towers of the sanatorium gives way and collapses, almost coming down right on top of them. They make a run for it and just barely make their escape from the collapsing building. Now they are in a panic, and the group hurries through the woods to find their way back to the small road near the sanatorium. But when they get there, they encounter 4 young men who are acting very suspiciously.
Oh no.
What the f***? Hè? Wat? Urbex. Alles chill?
Yes. Are you okay? Are you okay? Hey.
What are you doing?
Are you okay?
We make lost places. Huh? Lost places.
But we were inside?
We are inside? Bitte? We are inside? No. No. We are inside.
Maar nee, maar wacht, Mathieu, rustig.
Zeggen we crazy of zo?
We were already dead.
Maar nee, hebben ze English.
Not there. There?
We was inside.
We are here.
What have you done?
I found it here.
Yes, but you broke the house. It's coming down. We was inside.
No. I saw you.
Is it? Yes, we were inside. Look.
Rustig.
Are you okay?
Okay.
Are you okay?
We're nearly dead.
Do you have Wunder oder
No, but we are
Verletzung? Are you injured?
This is really bizarre. This is really bizarre because if they were in the building, if these 4 guys are in the building and they're the ones making it collapse, how did they get out to the street before them? Like, I'm so confused. I don't doubt that this is real people, or these are real people who did that. I don't think this is paranormal, but...
Yes, I know. What happened? We heard it only.
You? I don't know what you do, but you have stepped the building. It's coming down. We was inside. Yes,
no, we was
have
not
seen
inside.
you.
Nee.
We
hebben alles op camera.
Niet roepen, rustig. Rustig praten.
No.
Wat denk je dat waren zij? We waren bijna dood.
Maar waren zij
Maar ja, maar wacht.
As usual, a woman having to tell a man to chill the hell out. Yeah, I agree, Susu. It sounds like they were saying, I don't think that these guys did anything. I think that, like, I think they heard something. Maybe they live nearby. I don't think they're acting weird. I think there's a language barrier. And these people are agitated, or at least this man is, because it was so scary. But I don't think that these guys did it.
Why are you guys doing this? Why?
Oder ist noch wer drin in dem Haus?
Die kamen doch mal rausgerannt. Ja.
Also ihr seid komplett.
No. We are not with them, eh?
Hey.
We are just tourists. I don't know what they do, but they come outside.
Wer war da jetzt drin? Wart ihr drin?
Hier mit seinem Stock, ja.
Da hingekommen und
What is going on here?
wir 4 kennen uns. Wir sind da hingekommen, haben von außen gesehen, dass es von außen für uns zu gefährlich ist, da reinzugehen. Daraufhin haben wir kehrt gemacht und sind wieder rausgegangen.
Ja.
Nee, dat is niet waar.
Jij komt uit dat bos? Ik heb ze zien lopen.
Hij ligt.
Maar rustig, maar wij deden ook niet.
Dat is toch volkomen egal, seid ihr?
Deze content moeten jullie zien, want deze is gestoord. Mensen die gewoon expres een gebouw laten instorten. Wij zaten daar binnen.
Hoe was dat dan? Wat is dat?
Feuerwehr.
Kijk, nu hoort je hier een alarm afgaan. Dit is dus effectief voor ons, hè. Dat is dus een brandweer die wordt opgeroepen omdat er iets ingestort is.
The young men claim that they had nothing to do with the partial collapse of the sanatorium that almost ended the Simtex team.
They're stressing me out, man. Like, I don't understand.
It seems fairly obvious that they are the culprits. In minutes,
How?
police, ambulances, and firemen arrive on the scene. Jens tells them exactly what happened, but the 4 mysterious young men have now fled into the night, never to be seen again. Jens points out that one of the men was holding a large wooden object that he believes they might have used to beat at the base of the rotting building, causing the collapse. Luckily, Jens and all of his friends escape without a scratch. This incident is yet another example of why I always say people are usually scarier and much more dangerous than anything paranormal. You can watch this entire chilling video over on the YouTube channel, Simtex High School Horror.
God bless ya, but that's a crazy screenshot. God bless ya. I think you are scared out of your mind, and you're not watching this, whatever, but I think you're scared out of your mind, and I think there was a misunderstanding. I think there was a language barrier. I think that the Semtex team came out terrified because of what they had just gone through. I mean, that would have scared, I've never been in a building that freaking collapsed, you know what I mean? But I don't think those men came out of the woods. I think they were already on the street. If we're, you know, going by that footage, this seems like a case of like genuine fear on the Semtex. I know the Silent Hill alarm sent me to actually. Yeah. I think this was a misunderstanding, but I also think very clearly something was going on. I do think. Oh, is that my AC? It sounded like a plane. Yeah, I do think somebody was there for sure. But this is also why it's so dangerous to do urban exploring. I mean, the videos are fascinating to watch, but you run the risk of running into very real people who want to do very real things. Mad things.
Semtex. High school horror. Reddit user responsible ad as a security guard at a high school in Mexicali, Mexico. One night, he hears the sound of someone talking just outside on the school grounds. When he goes to check it out, he gets the scare of a lifetime.
Cabrón por aquí.
Okay.
Tengo miedo que alguien se haya metido. Que lo dudo, ¿no? Pero pues igual. Está bastante oscuro, ¿no? Es que se escuchó a alguien. ¡Su puta madre! ¡Su puta madre!
What?
¡Su puta madre! ¡Su puta madre!
What?
¡Su puta madre, güey!
I didn't see it!
¡Puta madre, güey!
Slow! Run it back!
Se miró a alguien, güey. No mames. No mames. No mames.
Did you see it? When the video is brightened and slowed down, a strange face can be seen quickly moving out of sight behind the air conditioning unit at the corner of the building. The security guard runs to check it out, but there's nothing there. What makes this footage even stranger is that no legs or feet can be seen, almost as if this head has no body.
Chat! Is that a sock puppet? That's what that looks like to me. Am I crazy? It literally looks like a little sock puppet. I don't know. I don't really know what that is. I don't know.
This head has no body. The security guard is freaked out and claims that what he saw was absolutely something paranormal. He says that he searched the high school grounds but never found anyone.
Whoa.
So what do you think this is?
Okay, and I really do love like Reddit paranormal stuff as well, because the evidence that they have doesn't feel like the same old TikTok. Kermit gets a little quirky at night. It's not the same old TikTok evidence that I feel like we see every single time sometimes. So I don't know. That is really weird. I don't know what it is.
So what do you think this
It looks like a fish. It's like the what are they called? Are they called Kuatoa? The fish people from Baldur's Gate? Why did I just get a news blast, a Google blast about Taylor Swift? Travis Kelce is rumored to be attending the Met Gala this year. Is Taylor? Anyways, I need to look this up. Kuatoa. Yes, Kuatoa. That's what they are. Oh my god, excuse me. My stomach is growling. I do need to eat actual food and not just saltines. I have some soup in the fridge. I'm going to reheat after this.
Think this is?
Momo.
Let me know.
I was about to yell
In the
Haku.
pines. Facebook user Silas Neposh is with his friends exploring the beautiful snowy landscape of Quebec, Canada, when suddenly they spot something very strange in the distant tree line.
Something happened over there. There's the trees.
A tree swing? Oh my god, why is the tree...
Now this odd video went viral and many Facebook viewers noticed.
Girl, I know you just destroyed that recording. That's why you're not allowed up here. crap. Well, somebody remind me to download this stream after I'm done. Sorry, Haku. You unfairly got booted. That was not your fault. Okay. Why is the tree... What is the tree running from? Where... Why? Where? How? He just gets up and starts moving. That's crazy.
Now, this odd video went viral and many Facebook viewers noticed what looked like a large humanoid figure that seemed to actually be picking up the trees and carrying them. Some Facebook comments claim that the figure is a Sasquatch or Yeti, and some even believe it could be aliens. Either way, just what do you think is going on here?
Maybe it's a dude.
Down
Maybe it's just a guy. Maybe it's just a guy. Yeah, maybe it's just a guy walking off at the trees. Because if it's not that, I think it's edited. That's crazy.
Hey, just what do you think is going on here? Let me know
Hades, honey,
down
no.
in the comments. Sticking his neck.
Sticking his neck out. First off, what a friend. I actually quite like the idea that beneath all trees is an ancient wisdom that can just up and move at any given time. Guys, this is what was going to curse your bloodline in this video if you watched it alone. But you didn't, so you're fine. Logging and dude running along is one of his handlers for the machine. Sorry. Oh my god. I don't know. I think it's a person. But that's a crazy clip. If I saw that, I would literally tell everybody I knew, I saw a tree get out of the ground and run today. It's a dude who loves nature. There's this guy who's currently going viral on Instagram Reels, and he shows off his outfit, and he's like this little... like, I don't know actually where he's from. Maybe the Netherlands? I don't know. But he lives in like a really snowy area, and he did like a fit check the other day in his snowshoes. And I commented something along the lines of Edward Cullen if he was filled with joy and whimsy. And the comment has gotten 40,000 likes. And every single day at the top of my Instagram notifications, I have more people liking the comment. It's so crazy. Anyways, that made me think about that. I don't know.
Let me know down in the
Definitely
comments.
a dude.
Sticking his neck out. OG paranormal live streamer Ala from the YouTube channel Adventurer Ala is back on yet another creepy live exploration.
Slay.
This time Ala is at an old empty warehouse located somewhere in Saudi Arabia. Locals say that the building was abandoned because it is haunted by an evil entity or, quote, jinn. Ala is a little nervous as he explores the property grounds, and he should be, because strange things start to happen almost immediately.
Okay.
في أحد في المكان؟ بسم الله بسم الله بسم الله.
Is that not just like a rat?
أعوذ بكلمات
Because I
الله.
saw something on the ground. Is that not just like an animal?
بسم الله بسم
Oh,
الله.
sorry. He's praying. Like, over here.
بسم الله
It's like
بسم
a
الله بسم الله.
box moves.
أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم.
Maybe it's a rat. You don't know. Oh, it's not a box. It's like a... I don't know. But it's like cut open.
اللهم إن كان
Yeah,
هذا
maybe an
سحر
animal.
فابطله.
I don't know.
Allah searches the property but is unable to find any explanation for this strange phenomena. But what happens next is very odd and downright chilling.
Okay.
يا ويل أمي.
What? What are we seeing?
يا ويل أمي الله القوي وأنتم الضعفاء.
What are we seeing?
حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل.
Is that... Is it... What is it? My guy, I can't see.
لا 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 والله يا جماعة مني بايع عمري أنا. والله يا جماعة مني بايع عمري. حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل. والله مني بايع عمري. والله مني بايع عمري.
An abandoned giraffe plushie suddenly just starts to move on its own. The neck straightens out and seems to raise up as if the stuffed animal is alive. And with that, Allah has had about enough. He ends the live stream and just gets out of there. The explorer believes that he might have captured a manifestation of the sinister jinn that is said to haunt the abandoned warehouse. But what do you think is going on here? Is it a haunted stuffed giraffe? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
Okay. That one is very interesting, actually, because as I watched this thing straighten up, I said, yeah, there are just animals here, but it does look like a plushie. The only thing that I could think of is that it's a toy that's motorized in some way and like is a plush giraffe that's supposed to like curve its neck and then straighten it back up. What the hell? What the helly? This is strange. I don't know. Somebody commented earlier, Middle Eastern ghost videos just hit different, and I totally agree. They are just like different. This one is really strange. There's not enough here for me to be like, yes, it's paranormal. The first thing, I think it's so likely there was like an animal or something in that stupid little whatever that was, piece of garbage. This is a little weirder because I'm glad other people in chat thought this too. I thought it was like a llama or something. That is freaky, actually. If this is not a hoax, that was the scariest moment of that poor man's life. Huh. I don't know. Some people saying it looks edited. That could also totally be the case, but it was a live stream. So if it's actually footage from the live stream, then it can't be, right? You can't, especially 2-3 years ago, you can't like edit something live. I saw one before where a whole propane tank moved on its own and it was like, no way, can you fake that with a fishing wire? Yeah, that kind of stuff is scary. The way it raises its neck too, I agree. I don't think it's like fishing line. It does it so smoothly. Again, I think it's either like an animatronic. I don't think they faked it. I don't think somebody is sitting there doing that with the giraffe's neck. Or if they are, they're hidden very, very, very well, and they did it incredibly smoothly. I think it might be a motorized tail. Motorized toy. I swear to God I can speak. It's just after 3 hours of doing it nonstop. Eventually I sound stupid. It doesn't really look like a plush to me either. Did Nuke say it was a plush? Like, I don't know. This one is weird though. Really, really, really fascinating. I liked it. I don't know if it's paranormal.
Into the woods. YouTube user RexyBoy34 claims that he was out in the woods with his friends, just kind of messing around and taking pictures and videos. Then he spots something strange near the trees.
Is there gonna be a hide behind? Is it gonna be somebody hiding behind the tree, perhaps? Is it gonna be a tree getting up and moving? Because that would be crazy.
What the hell is that? Behind you. I'm being serious, there was something there. There was. I'm not, there was something there.
Oh my God, the quality is a potato. They don't look real. They look like they're in The Sims. Ew, this video is creeping me out. Oh, I saw that one. Yeah, there's something behind the tree. Oh my god.
Someone or something comes lurching from the forest towards them.
Yeah, I do.
The group seems overcome with fear and they make a run for it. Now, YouTube user RexyBoy34 only ever posted this one video to his YouTube channel. So it's kind of hard to say whether this footage is real or perhaps more likely, maybe just a prank. Bro,
what was this filmed on, dude? What, like, what is this filmed on? I mean, we've seen some low quality, old YouTube videos before. We've watched a million of them. What in the world is this video quality? It looks so weird. They don't look real. I feel like the woman on the plane who was like, that mother is not real. That's dude. I'm gonna lean towards this one being a hoax though. What is going on here?
Is real or perhaps more likely, maybe just a prank. Bro. But either way, I'd wager that this girl was not in on the prank because, well, look at her.
I don't know if that girl is a ghost or not.
Something fishy is going on. Data from the popular Indian YouTube channel Crazy About Fishing and Cooking as well. He's crazy about fishing and cooking, I guess. Anyway, all of Data's videos are about his hobby of fishing in rivers and lakes in India and then cooking the fish he caught. On one of his fishing trips, he is joined by two of his friends as they hike deep into the wilderness to find the best spot to fish. They make their way through thick vegetation and even cross a creek by using a small fallen tree as a makeshift bridge. Now it goes without saying that when they finally find a fishing spot, it is very remote and no one should be there but them. But as the sun is setting and the day comes to an end, this happens.
Hades wanted to play tug of war also. Behind that tree. What is going on with the trees tonight? I don't see anything.
कोण आहे तिथे काय रे काय होतं एवढा माणूस दिसत नव्हता माणूस कोणतरी दुसरंच होतं काय होतं.
Someone or something can be seen mysteriously running through the dark woods near Data and his friends. They yell out to the stranger, but whoever it is does not answer. Even weirder, the person just seems to disappear amongst the trees. Data says that this was the most terrifying experience he's ever had while fishing. And to this day, Data and his friends still don't know who or what they saw. Many viewers of his YouTube channel believe they might have had a paranormal encounter. But you decide. What is this? Let me know down in the comments.
It kind of looks like a kid, which does not settle me in any way, shape, or form. But it looks like a whole person. Like a whole solid person. These videos are so low quality. I can't tell what's a pixel and what's real. Did nobody else hear the singing? No, you know what? I was just trying to see into the darkness. I was trying to peer into the darkness. Hades, honey, my love. Yeah, God bless you. I don't know. I mean, this is somebody who clearly does this often, so I'm gonna... He loves this BarkBox toy. I need to put it through the washer so bad. It's so disgusting. He takes it in and out of the house all the time. Look at it. It's from Christmas. I got them the advent calendar. I'm so happy, actually, in hindsight, because I opened up the advent calendar in October before I lost Maka. So it was actually really fun because she got to play with a lot of these too. But anyways, I think that's a person, but also, like I was gonna say, this is like an outdoorsman who this is his hobby. Like, I feel like he has his wits about him. I don't think he's like some easy to spook dude, but I do think that was just a guy. I also heard the singing. You think they had a radio playing music? I did not notice the singing.
Down in the comments. Just passing by. This next video is a bit of a mystery because the video was reposted to TikTok without any mention of the original source. The video shows CCTV footage of a man who seems to be walking down a staircase in his home. But what happens next is truly bizarre.
Let's see if we recognize this. I don't. It looks like it's Paranormal Activity, though. This literally looks like a frame from Paranormal Activity, for sure, for sure. What am I looking for? Oh.
A shadow-like figure seems to pass right by the man as it creepily climbs up the stairs. But the man doesn't even seem to notice the eerie dark shape. Now, without a source, we'll never know whether this footage is real or just an elaborate hoax. But let me know what you think.
Chat, no, I was gonna say, is there any way that could be a shadow?
Now, without a source, we'll never know whether this footage is real or just an elaborate hoax.
Cool.
But let me know what you think.
If we did have a source nuke, we also wouldn't be any closer. I really thought for a second there it was just his shadow. I mean, it was following him, like maybe as he got lower there was some sort of light source, but no, it does look like it actually fully goes over the banister. So this one either has to be edited. I kind of feel like it's from a movie or something. There's something about it that, like, I haven't seen this clip before, but something about it makes me feel like, okay, is this from Paranormal Activity? That's kind of what it's giving, right? Death of shadow, it spirals around again. But it looks like it comes up over the railing, no? And, like, his shadow couldn't have done that because the stairs would have blocked it, right? Or am I just imagining that it crosses in front of the... Oh, you know what? It doesn't go past the banister. Actually, I'm totally wrong. Okay. Maybe a shadow then. Maybe a shadow, because I thought it went over because Nuke drew the red circle that way, and it did kind of look like it, but slowing it down, it doesn't go up the stairs. It like stops right here. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say shadow on that one. Or like Paranormal Activity clip. I don't know why I'm thinking that, but oh my god, that's a scary thumbnail.
So be sure to subscribe and hit the little bell icon so you don't miss a video in my messed up upload schedule. And also follow me on the Twitters and on the Instagrams and on all the things. Thank you very much for watching and hopefully see you back next time.
Hell yeah. That was a great video. Most of those were just dudes though. Like there was a very large chunk of this video that was just guys. like this was just dudes being weird. The tree one was just dudes. This was, I don't know what this was. Maybe Kermit the Frog. I really don't know. This, I think, was just dudes. I don't think this was just dudes. Maybe it could have been just dudes. I really don't know, actually. It might have been rats. I think this was just a dude. I think that one is just a dude. It was just guys. That was crazy. My Ring camera's caught some wild shadows in my basement and my stairs been like that. So yeah, I don't know. You know, I think that is kind of like what I was saying earlier with orbs. Is like when you see stuff like that all the time, IRL, and you know it's not paranormal, I feel like you just are kind of like, okay, I don't even like think that's what it is. you know? Well, that was fun. I had a good time. Guys are way scarier than the ghosts. You know what's crazy is I would just stay on and play Overwatch with you guys, but I gotta go eat. I gotta eat something. I have a sponsorship I gotta edit down for my managers to get over to the brand and all that kind of stuff. So I guess that's gonna be where I call it. It should have been called 10 scary dude videos to creep you out. Scary ghost videos. Yes! No, Susie, oh my god, wait, I do remember that because that was around the time, I think, that I also was sending you clips of somebody playing bird noises outside of my house. And I was like, am I going to die at the hands of somebody who's sitting outside of my house at 2 a.m. playing bird noises? And then I realized it was a mockingbird. Crazy. But... Thank you, Minnie. I have to go download this because Movie absolutely ruined that recording by unplugging my my hard drive. But yeah, I forgot about that. Every time that I hear mockingbirds now, is that what they're called? Mockingbirds? I don't know. Songbird? I really don't know. We were going through it. I was like, this is how I die. Yeah, okay, they are mockingbirds. I was like, did I make that up? Because I was thinking about mockingjays. Anyways, JC, thank you so much for joining the channel memberships. Happy to have you. This was a great stream, though, you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. A lot of chatting tonight. But yeah, I'm gonna go eat something and then immediately log on to Overwatch 2. Yes, I am. And I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I hope you enjoy your week. I will be back at you with a new video at some point this week. And I think that's all. Okay. Mwah. Bye, guys. Love you. Thanks to the mods for modding. Love you guys.